well, last year he was our starting wide receiver, but great athlete. He's about 6'3", got a good arm, runs well. He's our quarterback this year. Cooper Kane's a nice 6'2" receiver, long. Gotten a little faster since last year, too. Speed always helps. And Braden's a second-year starter in our defensive backfield. He played a great safety for us. And now he's on the offensive side of the ball also.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Coach. Didn't Trey come in a little bit of quarterback in our game last year at your place?
He probably did. Last year, he actually started the year as quarterback, but we kind of had a returning starter that was dinged up at the beginning of the year. So, yeah, they split time early, and then he is my guy this year. Yes.
Others, Jackson Dom, I know Evan Johnson, just to name a few, Preston Nichols. So you've got some...
About our offensive backfield. We feel like we can make some plays, and Jackson Schwann's had multiple kids that can make plays for us.
Can you tell us what happened in the Ogallala game? I mean, just a little bit of offense, defense. Offensive side first, obviously, you got a lot of points on the board for that first.
All really well.
Got some pretty decent size on that Owen defensive lines this year, don't you?
Well, it's obviously we're not huge. We're not going to outsize anybody, but we feel like we got kids that can hold their own on the inside, and then we feel like defensively we can run to the ball. Now with McCook, they're pretty good at running with the ball, so trying to match that speed will be.
The kicking situation, you feel like you've got your. I know McCook's loves their kicking game. You like yours as well.
Well, we went 3 for 4. To be honest, we worked on a new kicker just last week. He went 3 for 4. We were pretty happy with that. We probably won't be trying any long field goals or anything, but our punting game is solid, and kickoff team is pretty solid also.
Numbers from freshmen to the senior class, Coach. Pretty happy with how many kids you got out this year?
Oh, we'd always like more. We're thin. Our numbers are down. They've been down for a couple of years. We'd like to see those get built back up. Who knows? I
was going to say, any signs in your younger grades of possibly getting a little bit better?
Well, we hope so. We hope to start building those numbers back up a little bit, but we'll see.
Obviously, Coach, you've had a chance to watch the Bison on film in their first game against Cozad. Your thoughts on what the Bison bring to the table coming up on Friday?
Well, I think Coach Vetrovsky does a nice job. That quarterback looks kind of dangerous, running the ball and throwing it. And defensively, they're always tough. It's tough to move the ball on them. Actually, tougher just to score on them. Then sometimes they let you move the ball a little bit and then stiffen up inside the 20. But they are a solid team, well coached, and they have athletes and they play physical football. We're going to go down there and try and give them a good game.
Well, your kids know that McCook, they know each other from so many sports and football and track and baseball during the summertime that darn well they'll compete very well with the Bison, whether it's home or away.
I think so. I honestly believe that. I think we're going to have a good game Friday night.
You were the only district team to get a win. Everybody else goes at Holdridge, Minden, Broken Bow, 0-1 out of the gates. So you got a leg up on those teams.
Well, it's not in the district, but yeah, this is the first year in 4 years, I think, where we won the opener. So once COVID hit, we had a hard time with opening games, I guess.
And then you got, of course, after McCook, this kind of maybe Every game is tough, Coach, but with McCook and then Adams Central back-to-back, that's a tough 2 weeks right there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's tough coming out of the gate, but honestly, that kind of gives us a pretty good gauge on what we've got. And last year we were just a little overmatched, a little outmanned. We feel much better about the matchups this year.
Head coach Craig Hankey at Gothenburg High School. We'll take a break and hear from Bison football coach Joe Petrosky. That's on the way next. It's Wagner Ford pregame on Kicks 96.1.
Horizon Bank is firmly committed to serving the needs of all of its Nebraska communities. Horizon Bank has been McCook's local community bank since 2009. Whether personal or business banking, small business lending, or volunteering with the community, Horizon Bank is present and willing to help. Visit them at 312 West 1st Street, online at horizonbankne.com, or check them out on Facebook and Twitter to learn about how they are part of this great community. Horizon Bank, building communities, building relationships.
Unexpected injuries and illnesses don't run on schedules. When you or a loved one need a doctor right away, McCook Clinic is ready to help. Our walk-in clinic is always staffed by 1 to 2 dedicated healthcare providers in order to make your visit as quick and convenient as possible while still offering excellent healthcare services. Walk-in clinic hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5, and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. McCook Clinic, conveniently located next to Community Hospital, providing health care for the family.
Hot Tub Brokers, experience a better backyard. Hot Tub Brokers.
Hot Tub Brokers in McCook is a proud sponsor of Bison Sports. They invite you to stop in and see all the new hot tubs and make your yard into a vacation destination. Financing available. Also a large selection of chemicals and accessories at Hot Tub Brokers in McCook.
Hot Tub Brokers, experience a better backyard. Hot Tub Brokers, experience a better backyard.
Cremation with confidence. When you entrust us with your loved one, they never leave our care. Carpenter Breland Funeral Home and Monuments is the only funeral home in southwest Nebraska and northwest Kansas to offer on-site cremation. Carpenter Breland Funeral Home and Monuments, your industry leader in cremation services.
The pregame show is brought to you by your friends at Wagner Ford Toyota. Best of luck, Bison, from Wagner Ford Toyota, located on the corner of West 2nd and C in downtown McCook, the dealer that makes the difference.
Wagner Ford pregame continues here. Kicks 96.1. Home game, home opener against the Gothenburg Swedes tonight. Going to be fun. Going to be a little toasty. It always is. But hey, by 7 o'clock here at the top of the hour, should be kind of cooling off, maybe hopefully a little bit. Pregame talk now. Head coach Joe Petrosky in 1 week in the books, coach. As we talked about a little bit last Saturday, good win on the road. The road wins you love. Cozad 28-zip. Got the season kicked off in the right way, didn't you?
Yeah, we did, Rich. The offseason just really builds up to that week 1 matchup. You have it circled on the calendar all the way back from when your season ends. So to go on the road against a really good Cozad team, I was proud of our guys. It was a tough game. We knew it was going to be. We were only up 7-0 at half, and nobody panicked or anything like that. We know that every week's going to be a tough out. So, we went out, came back in the second half and scored 21 points, and our defense pitched a shutout. And, I felt like overall we did a really nice job to open our season with a win, and, now have a chance to come back home in front of our fans as far as at Weiland Field. And so that'll be exciting to, it'll be a great matchup against Gothenburg in our home opener.
There's always things to work on from week 1 to week 2. There's a lot of things right, but I'm sure there's a lot of things, hey, we can do better.
Yeah, you always want to improve, and that's always one of the big things you talk about from week 1 to week 2 is how much can you improve. And, biggest things for us is just continue to execute at a high level. The important thing is to get away from the self-inflicted penalties and things like that happened week 1. But, they brought a lot of pressure against us on defense. So what I'm talking about is, making sure our offensive line settles in, and not just them, but the whole offense in general, and just, working together as a unit and, try to eliminate those penalties and, win the field position battle. And, obviously we had we were able to take the ball away a couple times times from Cozad last week. So you always love to do that, and maybe we'll have the opportunity again this week because turnovers just give you more opportunities on offense. But just continue to improve on our execution, and add a few wrinkles here or there. Every week you're trying to add a few things here or there just to keep the opponent off balance, and we'll see if we can execute those things tonight.
Yep, if you can win the turnover battle and get 2 or 3 a game, hey, fumbles, picks, doesn't matter. It's going to help you out a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, turnovers really come down to just being in the right position, and that we hit that heavily as far as alignment and assignments with our players, and making sure we're getting to the right spots. And so Patrick had an interception last week, and Aiden Meyer had an interception last week. So those guys just playing exceptionally well for week 1, and I hope to see many more from those guys, and obviously some others as well. As defense, try to be as aggressive as you can, but also don't give up the big play, and do everything you can to shut down the run.
Going to get Mitchell Cole back in uniform this week. I know I had to drive him bonkers just out there last week having to watch, but good week of practice for that young man, and he'll be doing some great things both sides of the football for you.
Yeah, we'll be able to get Mitchell back, which is exciting. He wasn't able to play week 1. Right before we came on here, Rich, we were talking about he kind of kept himself busy on the scout team and things like that. And I guess I bring that up because that's the type of leader and player that Mitchell is. He's a returning starter for us, and he was unable to play week 1, but he played every rep on scout team the entire week against the guys that were going to be able to play on last Friday against Cozad. So he made us better, obviously, being over there along with the other scout team players. But we're going to get him back. He's going to be starting on both sides of the ball at offensive tackle and defensive end for us. So we're looking forward to seeing Mitchell out there, because what he brings to the table is a lot of it sometimes you can't coach. He's just got a high motor. He's got the intangibles. He's a great leader. He's a physical player, and so we're hoping to for Gothenburg to feel his presence out there Friday night.
Let's take a break. We'll talk about the Swedes. They are 1-0 after the big win against Ogallala. We'll talk about them coming up here shortly on Kicks 96.1.
If our award-winning lineup of vehicles wasn't enough, here's one more reason to choose Wagner Toyota. With every new purchase, you also get Toyota Care. For the first 2 years or 25,000 miles, we will cover oil changes, tire rotations, and multi-point inspections. Plus, 24-hour roadside assistance with lockout protection, flat tire changes, jump starts, towing, and more. Choose Wagner Toyota in downtown McCook, the dealer that makes the difference.
You're gonna save when you buy a car from us today.
Community Hospital welcomes athletic trainer Evan DeCook to its sports medicine team. He provides services to McCook Community College and McCook High School, covering games, assisting athletes with rehab and recovering, and providing early injury recognition and evaluation. DeCook holds a Master of Athletic Training degree from the University of Nebraska at Kearney, is board certified and state licensed, keeping you healthy on the field and off. We're your community hospital. Advanced care, always there.
A little hot under the collar? Well, under your roof, Veteran Heating and Air and American Standard want to keep you cool as a cucumber this summer. Call Veteran HVAC 737-5292 and ask about the great deals on new American Standard AC units. Or maybe your current system needs a little work? Call Veteran HVAC and ask about service calls and service plans. Veteran Heating and Air and American Standard, helping you keep your cool. Call today 737-5292 or visit veteranhvac.com.
American-made appliances ready to work hard in your home. Find them at the headquarters for the newest and best appliances, D&S Hardware in McCook. D&S carries a great lineup of name-brand appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. Quality American-made Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana appliances wait for you at D&S Hardware on the corner of West 8th and C in McCook.
The pregame show is brought to you by your friends at Wagner Ford Toyota. Best of luck, Bison from Wagner Ford Toyota, located on the corner of West 2nd and C in downtown McCook, the dealer that makes the difference.
Gothenburg, big win, gets in the rankings, Coach. So it's a battle of ranked teams here in week 2. They've got some kids coming back, quarterback back, a lot of other kids back, a year older, stronger, wiser, and you're expecting a battle from them, aren't you?
It's going to be a great matchup. We knew all through the offseason that there was a chance that they could take care of business week 1 against Ogallala, and they're feeling really good about themselves, and they should. I mean, they're a well-coached team. Coach Hakey does a great job over there. They took care of business last week, 29-6 against Ogallala's pretty decisive victory, and so you hit the nail on the head on a few things. They got a handful of guys back from a year ago. You start with the Trey Stevens kid, will be their quarterback. He's all of 6'3", 6'4", about $180, and can run and is going to look every bit of the part, both at the quarterback position and then also at the defensive back position at corner. So they really believe that he needs to shut down half of the field. That's what they would like to see from him, and then also manage their offense and not just manage it, be a playmaker for him. So we got to find a way to slow him down on offense, and then on defensive, try to find some ways to get the ball on his half of the field. But he's one heck of a player, and another guy to note is the Jackson Dom kid at linebacker. He's been playing forever for them, literally. He's only a junior, but he started since he was a freshman, and so that's pretty special in any level of ball to be able to do that. So he'll look to be on it every single play on defense, and so we got to do everything we can to try to get a hat on him best we can. And he's related to Drew Dom, who graduated a few years back, so the bloodlines are really good for as far as a linebacker and instincts. He's a really good looking player out there. So those two players, along with a few others, their line is experienced and athletic and play really hard. They try to rotate a handful of guys in there, so they're going to try to stay as fresh as they can, just like we'll try to throughout the game, play as many guys as we can. It's going to be a great matchup for a week 2, and both teams are 1-0, and both should be feeling good about themselves after taking care of business week 1. So it's going to be definitely a test for us Friday tonight.
You'll learn a lot after the Ogallala film. I know Coach Hakey mentioned that they kind of tried to load the box up against them and stop the run, and Ogallala or Gothenburg just threw it, and were pretty successful and helped lead them to the big win.
Yeah, you look at Gothenburg on film, and the thing that stands out to you right away is just how aggressive they are, both not just defensively but offensively. As far as their play calling on offense, the way they spread the ball around to a number of different people. They run a double slot offense where there's 2 receivers on each side, and the inside receivers are up tight to the line of scrimmage. So what does that mean? They're very balanced. They can go either way with the football, and so that makes them dangerous on offense. And then just purely throwing the athletes they have, is something you got to definitely take note of. And then, they play an aggressive style of defense where they're going to blitz. Or they run a 3-3 stack defense. So just kind of like on their offense, they're pretty balanced, and you really don't know where it's coming from each and every play. So it just comes down to execution. It comes down to your assignments, and focus on, the things that, your job, what are you doing, and making sure every play that just understanding, that's kind of been our message all week is, every play is important, every play matters, and the guys I know have embraced that. And so Friday night, we're going to need every play we can to give ourselves a chance.
Best of luck. We'll talk after the game.
Yeah, thanks, Rich. Appreciate it.
Bison football coach Joe Petrosky right before Gothenburg and McCook. Kyle and I back with the starting lineups to play-by-play action from Weiland Field next on Kicks 96.1.
Hi, this is Danny with Tobias Dental Care. Have you been told that you need a root canal or an extraction and that you'll have to go out of town to have it done? Dr. Tobias has been doing these procedures for over 25 years, and he may be able to save you from the inconvenience of having to travel out of town. Call us today at 345-1510 or stop by and make an appointment at 411 West 5th Street in McCook. And remember, at Tobias Dental Care, we make it easy for you to smile.
MNB, there is a difference. MNB.
Community involvement has always been important to us. One way we show that is by supporting our local schools. Whether it's cheering them on from the stands or taking part in community programs, you'll always find MNB rooting for the home team. Good luck to all the area student athletes this sports season. Your fans at MNB are behind you all the way. MNB Bank, member FDIC.
MNB, there is a difference. MNB.
The pregame show is brought to you by your friends at Wagner Ford Toyota. Best of luck, Bison from Wagner Ford Toyota, located on the corner of West 2nd and C in downtown McCook, the dealer that makes the difference.
And we're back here at Wyland Field. Kicks 96.1, highplanesradio.net. And also the Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel as well. Got the Bison Band playing here to the east of us right now, getting ready for football. Gothenburg and McCook going to kick it off here in about 12 and a half minutes. Kyle Delavo joins me for the broadcast. Don't forget our Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button, and that will help us out a lot, no question about it. Getting more subscribers all the time. Toasty. Those temperatures. What is the actual temperature right now? It's still at 100 degrees. I'm sure once that sun starts to set a little bit more, that it starts to cool off. You know, it cools off some nights, and about 80, 85 still seems pretty warm, but it's going to feel better than 100 degrees, that's for sure. Yeah, right at 100 degrees right now in the McCook area. Was wondering maybe will this game kick off? It's right at 7, or maybe push back to a 7:30 kickoff or something like that. But no, we're going at 7 o'clock. Kyle's ready. He looks comfy tonight in his shorts and T-shirts. So it's almost a case it's what you got to wear up in this booth, or you just can't dress up for this occasion, can you?
No suit and tie tonight.
No, absolutely not.
Which is what I usually wear.
Of course, all the time. For home and away games, too.
That's right.
Home and away games. Bison, once again, big win last week, Kyle, 28-0. Looked every bit of part of a Class C1 ranked team. They got out. It was 7-0 at halftime. Yeah, it was close, but really got after it in the second half, didn't they?
Yeah, you know, when it started out, it was a little ugly. The whole first half was ugly. We got a little rain. Kozad, I didn't think looked that great. Missed a couple of field goals. We didn't look that great. And then the second half, man, we just got to crank in and got that ground game going. And I think just kind of wore Kozad down. That's kind of what I expect tonight, too, to be honest.
Yep. Home game tonight, season opener next week at Broken Bow. Just kind of flip-flop, alternating I missed the coin toss just announced here. Gosh dang, I gotta get on that. Anyway, Broken Bow on the road next week, 7 o'clock. Get a chance to see our good buddy Jeff Ellis, AD, up at Broken Bow. Our good buddy Mark Mutchek, the Gothenburg athletic director, is down here on the fence line. Talked to him a little bit about Gothenburg. They're good. They've got a good football season going. Their volleyball is ranked number 2 in C1. Their softball team's pretty solid. McCook beat them in Gothenburg a couple of weeks ago to begin the season, but they always have good cross-country runners as well, so they've got a great fall season, as does McCook. McCook's got some things going right now.
Yeah, heck yeah.
With football, cross-country, good luck to them. Coach Sugar and company at Kozad tomorrow. Lady Bison volleyball team split their 2 matches here at the Graf Event Center the other night. Bison boys tennis today, have you heard?
Haven't heard any results. Didn't get kicked off until 4 today, which
late
how
start.
Crazy is that
late
on
start.
this day?
Late start.
With 103-degree heat in Lexington or whatever?
Yeah, late start for that one, no question. Also, Bison golfers, they had a meet earlier as Kyle's drink is overflowing up here. I didn't bring any napkins either, big guy, but it didn't spill. Well, we got a towel over there. Anyway, a lot of Bison sports. Once again, it's going strong. We'll recap the entire week of high school and college sports. Coach's Coffee Club in the morning, live from St. Ertz Bakery and the Beer Rock Cafe. Quick break. We'll check the lineups of both teams, McCook and Gothenburg. After the break, it's a Wagner Ford pregame. Moves on at Kicks 96.1.
We're here standing in the lot of Davini Motors with a man who's looking for a new car. Oh, I just love Coach Davani. No, Davini, not Davani. Oh, Davini. Yes. And here at Davini Motors, sir, you'll find a great deal of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram with a nice pre-owned selection too. Financing available. So remember, it's not a deal unless it's a Davini deal. Not Davani? No. Davini Motors, 401 East B Street, McCook. Davini Chrysler Jeep Dodge.com.
Runza is hiring, which means you could work with Alex.
I love working here. The perks are great, but if I'm being honest, I'm really in it for the fries.
Oh, but the fun work environment is pretty great too, right?
Fries.
Career opportunities.
Fry opportunities?
The flexible schedules.
Love that. Means I can have fries any time of day.
It's fry o'clock somewhere. Apply today at runza.com/jobs or text Runza to 242424.
Stop by Runza, North Highway 83 in McCook.
The pregame show is brought to you by your friends at Wagner Ford Toyota. Best of luck, Bison from Wagner Ford Toyota, located on the corner of West 2nd and C.
And we're back here at Wyland Field, getting ready for kickoff. McCook and Gothenburg coming up here shortly. Lineup, first of all, for the Swedes of Gothenburg. Their offense led by pretty good junior quarterback, 6'4", 170, actually senior quarterback, Trey Stevens. He'll lead this offense. Jackson Dom, number 34, is their fullback, 6'2", 200, a returning starter. Cade Cox, also 5'11", 200, and a senior. Double slot offense, slots on both sides. Evan Johnson on the left side, 5'11", 170, the sophomore. Braden Anderson, 6'2", 185, a senior. On the other side, the two wideouts, Cooper Kane, number 9, 6'2", 200, and a senior. Jackson Schwanz, number 1, 6'1", 170. The offensive line anchored, they have 3 seniors on that offensive line, anchored by their senior center, Tucker Keith, number 54, 6'3", 200, returning starter. Caleb Tamala, the right guard, number 75, 5'11", 200. Left guard is Cole Atkinson, 5'11", 215. The left tackle, Andrew Kuchner, 5'11", 190. And Max Wyatt, returning starter on the right side, 5'10", 200. Gothenburg will play a 3-5-3. Defensive lineman out front, Keith Tamala and Jax Rickerson, the other defensive end. Rickerson at 5'10", 185, and a sophomore. The linebackers inside are Johnson, Dom, and Kane. Outside are Cade Cox and Rye Tiller. Number 24, 5'10", 160. The two corners are Stevens and Schwanz, and Braden Anderson is the free safety. For the Bison, their offense led by Canyon Hosick, the senior, number 4, 5'10", 185. Tailback Brett Franker, 6'1", 190, and again, senior one, number 35. A little change we talked about this morning at fullback. Is it happening tonight?
Yeah, I think Quentin Terry's going to go at fullback tonight. Quentin and I think Jackson will split some reps, and so that means that we got Mitchell Cole is going to be at one tackle, and got the sophomore Simon Garcia going at the other tackle. So
that is happening.
That is happening, as far as I know.
Yep. Jackson, of course, 5'10", 200. He'll rotate in there as well. Once again with Quentin Terry, 6'2", 210, the junior. Keegan Reese, the senior center, 5'10", 210. David Henson, the right guard, 6'3", 200. Beckett Heskett, the other guard, 6'1", 215. Aiden Meyer, tight end, 6'2", 185. We mentioned Mitchell Cole, 6'3", 225, back in the lineup. Good to have him back once again. The wideouts, Miles Pullman, the young sophomore, did pretty well in his first start last week, 6'2", 165. Patrick Gross, 5'11", 175. We'll also see, I'm sure, a lot of and that wideout last week, they rotated a couple of different guys in there. Tristan Campbell also.
Yeah, Pat Gross.
Yeah, and Patrick, of course, is the senior leader in there. We got our national anthem. We'll check the rest of the lineup and the kickoff between McCook and Gothenburg. After the break, the Wagner Ford pregame moves on. Kicks 96.1.
Hi, this is Jim Jones at Herman Jones Funeral Chapel. Have you ever heard the question, why plan ahead? The answer is simple. Doing it so lifts the burden from your loved ones by asking, what would mom or dad want? By planning ahead, you can have your wishes in place. Michael Swanson or I are willing to help you answer those questions. Stop by 607 Norris Avenue in McCook or call 345-3000. Herman Jones Funeral Chapel, a legacy of compassionate care and service.
No matter the outcome of the game, this high five is brought to you by York and Party Electric Heating and Cooling, your local York dealer in McCook. Total comfort in your home or business is always a touchdown. Whether it's blazing heat in the summer or bone-chilling cold in the winter, Party Electric offers your family or business the best electrical, heating, and cooling products and HVAC services. Party Electric Heating and Cooling, proud to be your local York dealer in McCook. Give them a call at 345-1660. Find them on Facebook.
Horizon Bank has a wide selection of products to help fill all of your financial needs. They have an array of fee-free checking and savings accounts. Or maybe you need a loan. Horizon Bank has you covered with their mortgage, vehicle, personal, refinance, and commercial loans at competitive rates. Visit them today at 312 West 1st Street or online at horizonbankne.com and learn more about all of their great financial services. Horizon Bank, member FDIC.
Unexpected injuries and illnesses don't run on schedules. When you or a loved one need a doctor right away, McCook Clinic is ready to help. Our walk-in clinic is always staffed by 1 to 2 dedicated healthcare providers in order to make your visit as quick and convenient as possible while still offering excellent healthcare services. Walk-in clinic hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5, and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. McCook Clinic, conveniently located next to Community Hospital, providing health care for the family.
The pregame show is brought to you by your friends at Wagner Ford Toyota. Best of luck, Bison from Wagner Ford Toyota, located on the corner of West 2nd and C in downtown McCook. The dealer
Richard Kyle back here at Wyland Field. Boy, after that cannon went off in the end zone, Kyle, I think I might have to go home and get some more new pair of shorts after that one.
Yeah, surprised you a little bit.
Yeah, you got to let me know. I should have known. I saw it earlier. That was going to go off sometime.
Okay, I'll tell you what surprised me. Gothenburg's not on the field. I've never seen a team not come out for the national anthem before.
Yeah.
Kind of strange.
Yeah. Just decided to stay back. They're in the, of course, the locker rooms by the concession stand, but yeah. The Bison defense, we mentioned the offensive Bison defense. Mitchell Cole, one defensive end. Quentin Terry's the other defensive end. Keegan Reese, the down tackle. Inside with Delaveau and Canyon Hosick. Outside backers, Aiden Meyer and also Oliver Corbett, 6'6", 175, and a sophomore. The two corners, Ethan Schmidt, 5'10", 160, and a junior. Brett Fraker, the other corner. The two safeties are Gross and also Tristan Campbell. You can't fault the defense last week at all, because when you pitch a shutout, you're doing things right, aren't you?
Yeah, man, what a great way to open the season. I'd love to see that streak continue 6 quarters, 8 quarters, on into the next game. We'll see what happens, but it'd be great to keep that scoreless streak alive.
Bison, their home red uniforms with white pants. Gothenburg coming up with the white jerseys, the maroon pants. The Swedes and the Bison will kick it off here shortly. Kicks 96.1, also our Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel as well. Temperature at kickoff right at 100 degrees. There have been some games. I think I saw a few of them that were going to kick off maybe like a half hour.
Atarapo game's kicking off at 7:30.
7:30, right? Exactly right. But I think that was scheduled to be at 7:30. Mark seriously was it was supposed to be 7:30 anyway. So
okay.
They were thinking maybe 8 o'clock, but now it's 7:30. So he's got a little bit of time. Pre-game coverage on the Hawk will go at about 7:10. Tomorrow, I'd like to see a lot of Bison softball fans of the JC Sports Complex. McCook will host their 6-team tournament tomorrow. They'll play Alliance at 9 o'clock, come back with Garing a couple of hours later. That's a rematch. I'm sure Coach Gillen and his team are looking forward to. They lost to Garing at that Gothenburg try a couple of weeks ago. And then the other side of the bracket, you have Gothenburg and also North Platte. So that's going to be a nice tournament again coming up tomorrow. 9 o'clock start time. Gothenburg won the toss, deferred to the second half. We'll see Patrick Gross kick this thing off. Or the Bison won the toss, deferred. Sorry.
Whoa, they played that really wrong.
Yeah, they did. Bison won the toss, deferred the second half. So we'll see the kicking, the coverage team. And for Gothenburg, back deep for the Swedes will be number 6, Evan Johnson, and number 33, Cade Cox. Patrick was busy last week. Extra points, extra points, offense, defense as well. Had a pick defensively.
Yep.
Bison had a couple. How many picks tonight for the Bison defense?
I'm going to go with 2 again.
2 again, okay. You can average 2 a game. You'll live with that. And Johnson and Cox are staring right at that sun. Dorms over here in MCC, and then it's going to go down here pretty soon. Kind of a sidewinder. And picked up 15, Cade Cox, and they got pretty good field position.
Do you feel that at about the 20, Rich?
About 15, I think, 15, 20-yard line, yeah. So not a bad return. We'll see the Swedes offense score 29 points last week. Ogallala loaded the box against them last week. What did they do? They threw it over the top. Twin receivers left, split back look for Trey Stevens under center. Second man through, big carry, 40, 45, 44-yard line. And a gain of about 6 yards on the play. Patrick Gross on the tackle that time, but a nice pickup of 6, almost 7 yards for the Swedes on first down.
Yeah, that was wide open over there. That was a big, you could have ran through that.
We both probably could have ran through that one. Bison will be put to the test. They give up some yards that first half against Cozad, but boy, they shut the door in the second half, did a nice job.
Bend but don't break, right?
Yep, ball on the far side hash, twin receivers left. And Stevens will go here near side of Bison, did a good job of clogging things up. Minimal gain that time for Jackson Dom. Of course, that last name rings a bell. He is related to the Doms right here in McCook. And Drew can you believe it's Drew's last year of college football?
No, it's crazy to believe. And Dort should have a good team this year.
Yeah. We'll talk to Drew sometime down the line, get his take on, of course, great years as a linebacker there at Dort College. 3rd and 3, gained 1. We'll say gain of 1. Big third down. Same formation. Twins left. Split back look on 3rd and short. And go right side. Hopefully he got the first down. Second push that time. About midfield. They'll move the chains. Bison give up some yards on the 3rd and short call that time. As Evan Johnson on the carry that time.
Give up about 4 there.
They've gone away from their base look, well, the double slot look, which Coach Petrosky talked about in the pregame. 1st and 10 right at midfield. As Gothenburg going toward the west end of the field here at Weiland Field. Split back look, twin receivers right. It's going to be handoff in a big hole and a big room for Johnson. 45-40, 35, 34-yard line. Ethan Schmidt on the tackle. A big gain, 15, 16 yards, and the Gothenburg O-line doing some damage early, aren't they, Kyle?
Yeah, and conversations that I had with people this week, you know, one of the big keys tonight is going to be outside linebacker contain. And, you know, keeping it inside that 3 and 4 yards. And we didn't get contained on that play, and the result's 16-yard play.
It's Johnson and also Cade Cox. Split back look, twin receivers left. 1st and 10, the Bison 34-yard line. It's going to be this time Evan Johnson again. He's got a couple of carries. Not much, maybe 2 on the play. Canyon Hosick, the linebacker, filled that time. It's going to be a gain of almost 3 yards and bring up 2nd and 7.
Wow.
Clock running, 9:30 left in the opening quarter here from Weiland Field.
Seemed like it was less than 3, but...
Yeah, thought we had them stacked up a little bit more, but...
Fell forward, I guess.
Same officiating crew pretty much, I think, tonight as we had in Cozad last week. A lot of the same faces. Twin receivers right for Gothenburg. It's been all run so far, nothing through the air. Split back look. Stevens, this time play action, looking left. Pocket kind of collapses. We got to take off. He's got some room. 25, first down, 20, 21-yard line. Everything covered downfield. He can run it. It's going to be a gain of about 11 yards, the 21-yard line, Kyle, and it's close to being the red zone time for Gothenburg. They're moving this ball on a nice first quarter drive, aren't they?
Yeah, every time that I've watched McCook this fall, from scrimmages to last week, his first couple of defensive possessions, it just takes him a minute to get their bearing, and so I'm just learning to relax.
Now they'll spread things out a little bit. Twin receivers both sides. Shotgun set for Stevens. He'll hand it off. Right side was open a little bit. Sidestep to tackle on the fullback Jackson Dom that time. But he still picked up a good 3-4 yards in the play. They'll move it up to about the 16-yard line. Almost 5. Bring up 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6.
You're going to have to fill faster than that, get downhill.
Boy, this chain crew has really screwed me up on got TJ Weimer's down here. You're supposed to be the other side, TJ, on the north side this year. Gary's down there. I think Steve Daffer's down there. Got to get. I think we got some new faces down there. 2nd and 5. Toss pitch here near side. Nice shot pursuit from the backside and a nice play that time for McCook defensively from behind that time. Quentin Terry's wearing, that's right, got to change his number this week. Forgot, he's wearing 30 instead of his lineman number. That's, I was like, who's 30? 30 instead of 68 this week. No gain of the play. It's 3rd and 7.
All right, we need to sniff this out again.
7.5 minutes left. It's been a pretty good opening drive for Gothenburg. See if the Bison get a chance here, maybe force a field goal. Stevens on a high snap, looking right, rolls it out, pass complete far side. He's right at the marker, going to be close. At about the 11-yard line, a gain of about 8 yards. Needed 7, looks like he got about 8.
No, he's short.
He is going to be short. Cooper Kane on the reception far side from Trey Stevens. And you would think, well, is that a 4th and 1, 4th and 2? Gothenburg, hey, we've gone this far. Let's keep it going.
Time for the defense to bow up. See what we dial up in there.
See if extra power back in there this time. This power situation for Gothenburg. Dom's in there. Up tight.
Stevens just going to sneak it, isn't he?
He's under center this time. It's going to be Dom right side. First down inside the 10 and a little bit more. Down to about the 6-7 yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for Gothenburg.
Well, they look pretty good, Rich.
1st and goal from about the 6-yard line. Bison got to stand tall right here. 6:20 left, clock running, and again, no score, but Gothenburg on a nice drive to begin this quarter. Dom's going to get it right side. Bison trying to put a lot of red shirts up there. He's inside the 5 to about the 3-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and goal. It's 4-down territory. You got to think with Gothenburg, they've moved the ball in this drive that they're going to take three downs to make 4 yards.
Yeah, for sure.
As Stevens makes his way over, gets a chance to talk to coach and staff over here at Gothenburg on the south side of the field. 5:44 left, opening quarter. It's all Swedes. Took the opening kickoff. Pretty good field position about the 38-yard line. They're down to the Bison 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 4. Split back look. Twin receivers left. Stevens under center. It's going to be Johnson again. He's in for the touchdown. From 4 yards out, Evan Johnson, their sophomore back that time. They mixed in Johnson. They got Dom involved a little bit. Stevens on a scramble, which looked really good, and it's a 6-0 ball game. That almost was a little bit too easy, wasn't it?
I was going to say, that looked real easy, Rich. I think that we'll toughen up. So much for my 6 scoreless quarters or 8 scoreless quarters. And
the extra point's on the way and good. 7-0 Swedes. 5:28 left in the quarter. We're back to Weiland Field next. It's Bison football. Kicks 96-1.
Hot Tub Brokers, experience a better backyard. Hot Tub Brokers.
Hot Tub Brokers in McCook is a proud sponsor of Bison Sports. They invite you to stop in and see all the new hot tubs and make your yard into a vacation destination. Financing available. Also a large selection of chemicals and accessories at Hot Tub Brokers in McCook.
Hot Tub Brokers, experience a better backyard. Hot Tub Brokers, experience a better backyard.
Dignity and respect. It's what you've earned, and it's how we serve. Stop by Carpenter Breland today to schedule your pre-need or monument appointment and let us help you secure your family's future. Carpenter Breland Funeral Home and Monuments, proudly serving Southwest Nebraska and Northwest Kansas.
7-0 Gothenburg. What a drive. Kyle, you're looking at it like a 62, 63-yard drive, and they just ran everything via the run. I mean, they just ran it right down, going right, going left, split back, look a little bit time. It's Stevens on a scramble, and it results in a 6-yard or 4-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, and short of the one play where Quentin Terry had the backside penetration.
That's right.
I mean, everything on that entire drive was positive yards, Rich, and going to have to get some penetration, and I'm sure they'll dial up. You know, that was just pretty vanilla defense. That possession, we'll probably see that change a little bit as the night goes on.
Swedes will kick it off now. Evan Johnson will tee it up. We'll see the Bison return a game and see if we get some good field position right back. $5:28 left. Opening quarter. 7-0 Gothenburg lead. Score updates brought to you by MMB Bank. Well, the field looks great. I mean, I'm sure they've had to dump a ton of water on it the last couple of weeks with this hot weather, but looks in pretty good condition. Doesn't take much of an approach. It's going to be returnable about the 15-yard line. Blockers in front, 20, 25, big hole, 35, 40, could go all the way. It's going to be a Bison touchdown. Patrick Gross, no flags. We'll call it from 75 yards and a kickoff return for the Bison. Horizon Bank touchdown number 1 on a Patrick Gross 75-yard touchdown run. How about that one?
Hey, I like it. Every play we've run so far has been effective.
That's true. Only bad thing is you put your defense right back in the field again.
Yeah, that's all right. Hey, let's be honest. It's mostly the same.
Exactly. Same guys. Exactly right. But nice job of the Bison and their kickoff team. Opened up some holes, and Patrick found that lane and took off, and now he's got to rest up, catch his breath, and kicks the extra point now.
You know what? That's always going to be the X factor every single week, Rich, is we're just fantastic in special teams, and you got to play all 3 phases of the game, and we're good in that one.
Canyon Hosick to hold it. Snaps good. Kicks on the way, and it is money in the bank of the Bison. Touchdown, 7-7 ball game. 5:15 left first quarter. Back with the Bison kickoff next. Bison football, Kicks 96-1.
If our award-winning lineup of vehicles wasn't enough, here's one more reason to choose Wagner Toyota. With every new purchase, you also get Toyota Care. For the first 2 years or 25,000 miles, we will cover oil changes, tire rotations, and multi-point inspections. Plus, 24-hour roadside assistance with lockout protection, flat tire changes, jump starts, towing, and more. Choose Wagner Toyota in downtown McCook, the dealer that makes the difference.
You're gonna take
Save, save, save when you buy a car from us today.
Community Hospital welcomes athletic trainer Evan McCook to its sports medicine team. He provides services to McCook Community College and McCook High School, covering games, assisting athletes with rehab and recovering, and providing early injury recognition and evaluation. McCook holds a Master of Athletic Training degree from the University of Nebraska at Kearney, is board certified and state licensed, keeping you healthy on the field and off. We're your community hospital. Advanced care, always there.
Back into Wyland Field, Rich Barnett, Kyle Delaveau, week 2, and a lot of scoring early, Kyle. With a grand total of 7 points on the board the first half. Cozad McCook, 14 points on the board, and we still got 5 minutes left in the quarter.
And we're started back over.
Yeah, exactly right. What a job of the Bison kickoff that time. Kind of estimate about Patrick took that about the 15-yard line, and boy, he put the Jets on about the 30-35, and nobody caught him after that. 75-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, and the extra point was good. Johnson and Cox back deep at about the 5-yard line and trying to shade their eyes a little bit. That sun is staring right in the face right now. As Patrick Gross will kick this thing off. Boy, he put a foot in this one. It's going to go well into the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 Gothenburg at the 20. Boy, you would think his leg would be tired after running that kickoff return, kicking the extra point, but didn't show it right there.
Not a bit. I'm guessing that coach was like, hey, let's not start at the 38 this time. Let's maybe the 20. 20 would be good.
The Bison defense got to make some quick adjustments because, boy, they give up a bunch of yards and didn't really stop Gothenburg all that much the first time. Twin receivers left. Trey Stevens under center. Split back look again against a Bison 4-man front. They'll run the same, that off tackle and not bad yardage across the 23, 24-yard line. Picked up about 3 or 4 yards in the play.
Uh-oh.
Got a player that's...
Bryson Golian limping a little bit, number 5.
He's okay. As you would think your depth is going to come into play tonight, Kyle, with the hot temperatures. You got some backups help out your starters some tonight.
Yeah, and I think we got more depth than they do.
It's 2nd and 6 under the 5-minute mark and a tie ball game at 7 apiece. Split back look once again. And a little wing back reverse that time far side as the give to Evan Johnson to about the 30-yard line, maybe the 31-yard line. Hosick hit him. Has brought the slot receiver with a carry for the first time. It is enough for a first down to move the chains. 1st and 10, 30-yard line.
You know, I'm having a little trouble. Their helmets are not far from the color of the ball. I keep thinking that the ball is popping out and it's just a helmet flying around. Kind of classic, kind of old school Alabama-looking uniforms.
I'm just glad I can read the numbers.
Yeah.
Boy, Minden volleyball didn't like doing that game. Oh, horrible. Black numbers on the background was purple. And Dom gets a carry, 35-36 before he's pushed backwards. That's still a solid gain of 6. They're getting 3, 4, 5 yards a crack. And up front, just not getting it done from McCook. It's going to bring up 2nd and about 4. Coach Hakey rotating some backs in there as Jackson Schwann's one of the wideouts brings in the play. Gothenburg 1-0 on the season. Big win last week against Gothenburg, 29-6.
Big Spencer Steinbeck came in for us at that nose guard position.
A little backup, and we'll run Dom straight ahead, right side. Across the 40, about the 41-yard line. It's going to be another first. It looks like it's going to be a first down. The official coming in from the far sideline coming in. It looks like he's going to have enough. He will have enough for a first down. So it's a running game for Gothenburg. And Coach Hankey, give him credit. They're not stopping him. McCook's not stopping it. He's not changing it up.
Sounds like that's kind of his MO, isn't it? Like last week they stacked the box, and so they threw it, and it worked, and he stayed with it. And
did you see a team last night who ran the ball well and decided to throw it, and it didn't work?
I don't know what you're talking about.
1st and 10, Gothenburg at the 42-yard line at a tie ball game. Run an inside counter, and this time the fullback.
Nothing.
That was a nice play, pursuit that time for the Bison defense. Steinbeck was right there.
Yep.
Called his name. On the give inside to Cade Cox. On the carry. It's going to be no gain in the play. Bring him 2nd and 10. Get a lot of motion. Get that slot receiver motion. Get everybody kind of looking at him a little bit, come back inside with a fullback, and that time went nowhere.
Steinbeck and Pokup. Pokup's looked good last week, and just been really growing a lot.
Bison with a 3-man front. They'll sneak some linebackers up, make it a 4-man front. Shotgun set for Stevens. Twin receivers right. And we have timeout. Gothenburg did not like what Coach Hankey didn't like. A timeout on the field, 2nd and 10. 2:15 in the quarter. Tie ball game, 7-7. We're back to Weiland Field next. Bison football, Kicks 96.1.
Getting a little hot under the collar? Well, under your roof, Veteran Heating and Air and American Standard want to keep you cool as a cucumber this summer. Call Veteran HVAC 737-5292 and ask about the great deals on new American Standard AC units. Or maybe your current system needs a little work? Call Veteran HVAC and ask about service calls and service plans. Veteran Heating and Air and American Standard, helping you keep your cool. Call today 737-5292 or visit veteranhvac.com.
Rich Kyle back here to Weiland Field. Boy, it's a whole new chain gang. Gary Weimer's retired. I saw Gary down there.
He retired?
He retired.
How is that?
He was down there talking to some of the coaches earlier, but Steve Daffer, Rex Eshelman, Curtis Smith on the south side, Brian Thomas and Jim Roberts on the other side of the field.
Nice.
Yeah.
New faces?
Brian Thomas over there. Hey, where's the shorts man? Come on. See those sexy legs out tonight. 2nd and 10 after the Gothenburg timeout. Bring motion to the near side. A little option pitch. Near side. Bounce it outside. It's safe to tackle. 45, 50. First down. 43-yard line before the tackle is made. Downfield by Tristan Campbell. Brought the motion man in motion. Used it as an option look that time, and we couldn't cover the edge good enough. And the Bison give up some big yardage down. They're inside McCook territory. The Bison 42.
I'll tell you one thing that I saw this week in the stat sheet, which we didn't get from Coach Vitro, but Tristan Campbell had our 2nd most tackles last week. Not good when your safety's coming up and making tackles.
Toss pitch here. It's near side. Cut it back inside across the 40. 37-yard line. A gain of 5 that time for Evan Johnson. Same exact play. They just went left. Previous play went right this time. A gain of 5. Bring up 2nd and 5. Hello, Mama Duggar. Christy and company are in Lincoln for the weekend. You think they're missing this? After all those years, 2 boys are playing Bison football for so many years?
100%.
I guarantee you. Yes. They're probably watching the YouTube channel this one. 2nd and 5 for Gothenburg. The Bison 38-yard line. 90 seconds left in the quarter. Stevens rolls out. Looking downfield. Going to tuck it and run. Nice shot from behind. A great pursuit. It's going to be a loss in the play. As it was Beckett Heskett from behind with a nice tackle. And a loss of about a yard or 2 on the play. And this will bring up 3rd about 7.
It's the first time that they've really had a 3rd and behind the chains kind of moment all game so far, Rich.
Hasn't happened very often. But I'm sure the Bison defensive coaches are tired of seeing him just roll down the field at will. So big 3rd and 6, we'll call it. Maybe the final play of the quarter, under a minute left. Go trips near side, got a wing near side, got 4 wide look, 1 set back. Trey Stevens shotgun set on 3rd and 6, rolls it out left side, looking downfield, and boy, a lot of contact. It wouldn't have been caught. It wouldn't have been caught. The receiver in the area that time was Braden Anderson, and in the coverage was Ethan Schmidt and also a Tristan Campbell.
That's a weak sauce call. That was no, seriously. The receiver made contact. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that call.
It's going to be pass interference and bailout that time for the Bison defense as Gothenburg will get a first down. Fresh set of downs here with 35 seconds left.
Big mental mistake there. That ball wasn't within 35 yards of the receiver.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been caught. Happy birthday, Michelle Terry, today. She is celebrating. Not for sure. I didn't say an age, Michelle, and I won't mention it. Happy birthday to her today.
So actually, can that even be pass interference? Ball has to be catchable to be pass interference. Or it can be holding.
Could be, yeah.
I mean, they called pass interference, but...
1st and 10, delay to Jackson Dom for about a yard, and that's about it. Nice job. Beckett Heskett was in there a little bit early once again for the Bison defense, along with Gabe Roberts as well. It's going to be a gain of 1, maybe a yard and a half. We're going to have 2nd and 8. See if Gothenburg plays. I think they're going to let this clock run out. as we're down to 13 seconds. After one quarter, we're tied at 7 apiece, the Swedes and the Bison. Quarter number 2 after the break. It's Bison football at Kicks 96.1.
Can't snap your fingers and change those old appliances to new ones, but you can go to your headquarters for the newest and best appliances, D&S Hardware in McCook. Their prices are pretty snappy too. Find great deals on quality Maytag appliances. Right now, get 0% interest on Maytag appliances for 12 months on purchases over $399. Plus, they service what they sell. Out with the old and in with the new from D&S Hardware on the corner of West 8th and C in McCook.
Hi, this is Danny with Tobias Dental Care. Have you been told that you need a root canal or an extraction and that you'll have to go out of town to have it done? Dr. Tobias has been doing these procedures for over 25 years, and he may be able to save you from the inconvenience of having to travel out of town. Call us today at 345-1510 or stop by and make an appointment at 411 West 5th Street in McCook. And remember, at Tobias Dental Care, we make it easy for you to smile.
Rich Kyle back here at Weiland Field, a 1 quarter in the books, 7-7 ball game. Gothenburg got on the scoreboard first on a nice drive off the opening kickoff, had nice field position about the 38-yard line, and just drove it right down McCook, virtually their throats on the first drive. And an Evan Johnson 4-yard touchdown run. The extra point was good. Bison came back the very next play, Kyle, on a 75-yard touchdown kickoff return from Patrick Gross. He kicked the extra point, and that's what we have, 7-7.
Yeah, and I think, honestly, Rich, I mean, the reason we're seeing the ball that we're seeing, I mean, they don't have the speed that we have, but they've got power that we don't right now. So.
And their offensive line, which had 3 starters on the right side, and they've done a great job running left as well. But McCook defensively has done better. It's big 2nd and 8, first play of the second quarter, down to the Bison 22-yard line, split back look once again, twin receivers left. Johnson under center. Evan Johnson to about the 20. Maybe the 19, looks like more like the 20-yard line. Canyon Hosick on the stop. It's a gain of 2. Kyle, it's a big 3rd and 6 right here.
Yeah, it's time to get a stop.
Make them think about what they're going to do if we can get a stop, get some loss right here, and see if they can maybe put some points on the board. Want to put points on the board via the kicking game.
I don't know. Their coach in the pregame interview didn't sound like he was too excited about kicking any field goals. Or much of anything at all, for that matter.
Coach Hakey, what a guy. 4 wide look, motion man to the far side. Stevens shotgun set, looks left, looks right, fade route. Receiver is got a little step and a little contact, but nothing there. The receiver near side, Cooper Kane that time, back on coverage from McCook and doing a pretty solid job. Was that Campbell?
Not sure.
For
Gothenburg wanted a penalty, but they're not going to get it.
It's not 5 goal. I'm trying to think the corner on this side. Oh, the corner on this side. That's Brett Frakery on the other side.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not helping you. I'm thinking about what's coming next.
So it's a big 4th and 6 right here on the incomplete pass. I can watch Brett. It was a fade route. He just kind of put his hands up, and there was, I'm sure, a little contact, but not enough to warrant a flag.
They're going to go for it here, eh?
4th and 6 at the Bison 20-yard line. High snap to Stevens. Will roll it out with pursuit. Pass across the middle. Going to be complete. Boy, he had Evan Johnson, but he let him a little bit too much. Fraker was right there to cause a little distraction, and Johnson couldn't haul it in. It would have been about a 10-yard gain and enough for a first down, but the Bison get a stop defensively, and they'll get the ball back at the 20.
Remember last week on offense when Fraker kept running to his own players?
A little bit, yeah, last week, yeah.
I'm pretty sure the best defender on that play was the other Gothenburg receiver in the area. I think they had a little collision.
It tends to happen every now and then. So the Bison offense back in the field. This is their first snap of the game right here because, again, the kickoff return for a touchdown after the Gothenburg first touchdown. Fraker back there, tailback. He's the lone back right now. They got Quentin Terry, a wing to the near side. A counter to Brett Fraker between the tackles. Brett for about 3-4 yards in the play. So how about that? You bring Quentin Terry and put him at a kind of a wing right behind the tackle on the near side, and then come back and block with him in a gain of 4. Again, we'll see. I'm sure both the fullbacks will get a chance to get some carries, get some time here. Jackson Delavoe started last week, and Quentin started this week. It's one setback. Terry kind of right behind The tackle here or the tight end here on the left side. Franker between the tackles on a straight give. It gets out of one tackle. Has some room. What if he could just get away, but he couldn't. 25-yard line, a gain of 2 that play. Evan Johnson on the stop for Gothenburg. This will bring up a 3rd and 5. This is a situation to offensively. We didn't see any of this last week against Cozad, this type of formation.
No.
At all. This is brand new. But you see coaches do that from week 1 to week 2. They're not just going to throw the same stuff at it. They know Gothenburg watched that game film from Cozad. Between receivers right. Shotgun set for Canyon Hosick with Franker to his right. As Canyon will roll the pocket out. Still running. Going to tuck it and run. Oh, he got slammed at about the line of scrimmage and maybe picked up one. That was about it. He got hit hard. And it's going to be a 3 and out, I think, for the Bison offense, and they'll have to punt this baby away. I wasn't looking downfield to see if anybody was open that time. Apparently nobody was, and they'll punt it away.
I think the plan was to keep it the whole time.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not certain about that, but it looked like that to me. You know, your skill players and their speed don't matter a whole lot if you can't win the battle in the trenches. We're going to have to tighten it up there.
Hosick back to kick his own 12-yard line. Trey Stevens back at his own 30-yard line on 4th and 4. Snow right through the hands of Canyon that time. Picks it back up, plenty of time, and not a bad kick. It'll bounce about the 38 and take a Bison bounce inside the 30, inside the 25, so it worked out. It almost disaster that time. It just going right through the hands of Canyon. Maybe some sweat on the hands a little bit. Picked it back up, got a nice punt. 1st and 10 Gothenburg. Their 3rd series already. It's been a quick first half. 8:52 left before the half. A 7-7 ball game.
I bet they've snapped the ball almost 25 times on offense.
And we snapped it
3.
Yeah. And it's still a 7-7 ball game. I think we got a break right here as the guys get some water. Quick break. We're back to Weiland Field. Coming up shortly. Kicks 96.1.
Community involvement has always been important to us. One way we show that is by supporting our local schools. Whether it's cheering them on from the stands or taking part in community programs, you'll always find MNB rooting for the home team. Good luck to all the area student athletes this sports season. Your fans at MNB are behind you all the way. MNB Bank, member FDIC.
MNB, there is a difference. MNB.
Deviney Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram in McCook want you to remember that they have a great selection of new or pre-owned cars and pickups. Also, Honda and Yamaha motorcycles and ATVs with a great state-of-the-art service and parts department. Deviney Motors also have the steel line of chainsaws, string trimmers, edgers, and blowers, and all the attachments you would want. Deviney Motors, 401 East B Street in McCook. Remember, it's not a deal unless it's a Deviney deal. Guts, glory, Ram.
Rich and Kyle back here at Weiland Field, 7-7 ball game. We knew this was coming. A few more breaks. Let the guys get some water on a hot night here at Weiland Field. Good thing is that sun has gone behind the MCC dormitory here on the west side, and that'll help with the heat and the sunlight a little bit more. All right, Gothenburg with their 3rd series of the half. They'll come out spread set, twins both sides, ball on the far side of hash. Bison going with a 4-man front. The 2 linebackers, like an extra wideouts. Bison showing blitz, and we have Gothenburg. I think they twitched up front. The white hat threw the flag, and I think they caught their offensive line twitching up front a little bit, and they did. 5-yard penalty, and that's our second. That's just the second penalty against either team, and the first against Gothenburg in this half.
Is it the second penalty, Rich?
Yeah, second penalty against either team. Correct? Am I right?
You're right.
What are you laughing at me for?
I'm just saying. Is it really the second?
It's been a penalty-free game so far.
I'm just saying. I'm not certain that pass interference.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I get it now. Go spread set, shotgun set. They give it off between the tackles. Actually, right side that time on the carry. For Gothenburg was Cade Cox that time. He picked up a couple of yards. He picked up maybe 1. That was go give him 2, make it 2nd and 13. See what the Swedes come out here on 2nd and long, 2nd and 13. They'll go back. Twin receivers both sides, 4 wide look. Shotgun set for Trey Stevens. Looking right, out in the flat, complete to Cox, and he's hit, and across the 30, picked up a couple of more extra yards. Bison couldn't wrap it up that time. Aiden Meyer was here on the near side, but just kind of mowed him over and picked up a few more yards. Pretty good chunk of change that time on the second down call. Brings up third and about 4.
Brings up a third down for Gothenburg.
Stevens, we saw him last year play, and boy, Bison, I looked back at the score last year. It was like 38-16. I think we had a pretty good second half against him last year, didn't we?
Yeah, it was tight going like in halftime. I remember we were sweating because it was a tight game.
Tight game now, 7-7 ball game. Stevens bobbles a snap, fumble on the play. He gets back on top of it, but it's going to be fourth down. He lost yardage, so out the punt. Looked like he off the snap, shotgun set. He backpedaled a little bit too more. Maybe the snap was a little bit short that time as well. A little bit of both, but McCook, nice shot pursuit. Almost got the fumble recovery, but a loss in the play and bring up 4th and 7. And Gothenburg will punt for the first time. Brett Fraker back at his own 35-yard line. Trey Stevens will punt this thing from his own 15. Actually, he'll be inside his 15, closer to the 10. Brett might have to look that sun's down, but you never know. Kick it straight up. It's not very deep. Hits about the 44 and takes a Bison bounce, and it'll be down to about the 46-yard line. So great starting spot for the Bison after the punt. 1st and 10, 46-yard line. So, gosh, we were so excited. Last possession from McCook. Down at the 20. It was our first series, and the Bison went 3 and out. Let's not make it a 3 and out this time.
No, I'd like to see some forward momentum.
They can get on a nice drive here in the final 6:53, and then milk it and go into halftime up, and then get the ball begin the third quarter.
Yep.
Good plan, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't throw an interception in the end zone.
No, absolutely not. From last night. But they did have the touchdown before. It shouldn't have even been that way, right? Keegan Reese, the senior center. Shotgun step for Canyon Hosick. Twin receivers right. Quarterback can run, and he's going nowhere. Gabe Roberts did his best that time to control the blitz that time. And a loss back at the 41-yard line. Going to be a loss of about 7 yards in the play and bring up second at about 16. Design run that time, but boy, he had just one-on-one, and he got that leg and wouldn't let go.
We got Oklahoma City and Spokane.
Is what now? Oh, they're listening.
Yeah, Spokane, Washington, and Oklahoma City.
Tell us who you are, and pass McCook residence maybe. Motion man near side, little jet sweep, fumble on the plate. I think McCook got on top of it, I think. I don't know if the pitch to Fraker that time on the jet sweep was behind him that time, bobbled it, fumbled, and McCook got it back. So this drive is not turning out very good either. It's going to be third and a bunch. Actually, they mark it up a little bit to the 41-yard line. It's 3rd and 15, 3rd and 16. Clock are anywhere at 6 minutes. Why they stopped the clock? Because that wasn't. They just called incomplete pass, wasn't it? Because it would no. Did he? He didn't really catch it. It would have been an incomplete pass on a shovel. Would have been. Because the clock stopped.
I guess it was forward.
It would be a forward pass because the clock stopped the completion. Yeah. Shotgun set for McCook, 3rd and 16. We have, I think, Bison are going to talk about this. Coach Barry's out there wanting his kids to come talk to him. First time out taken by McCook. We're tied at 7. We're back to Weiland Field next. Bison football on Kicks 96.1.
Runza is hiring, which means you could work with Alex.
I love working here. The perks are great. But if I'm being honest, I'm really in it for the fries.
Oh, but the fun work environment is pretty great too, right?
Fries.
Career opportunities.
Fry opportunities?
The flexible schedules.
Love that. Means I can have fries any time of day.
It's fry o'clock somewhere. Apply today at runza.com/jobs or text Runza to 242424.
Stop by Runza, North Highway 83 in McCook.
Rich and Kyle back here at Weiland Field. 6-minute mark as McCook burns their first time out. Both teams have 2 apiece, and it's a 3rd and 16. Again, great field position after the punt, and we've gone backwards. Haven't done anything. 7-7 ball game. A couple of Class C1 ranked squads once again battling tonight here at Weiland Field. Bison head to Broken Bow. The Bow Indians coming up next Friday night. Wagner Ford pregame at 6, kickoff time at 7 o'clock.
I'm really looking forward to that.
You never know. Could be well, of course, that's your old stomping grounds. Of course you are. Trips from McCook right side. Fraker in the wing to the far side with Gross in the slot. Hosick shotgun set. He's got, is that who I think it is back there, fullback?
He's been there.
Yeah, Delaveau back there. This series getting some fullback time. Fraker in motion. Hosick will throw. Pass can be down the middle of the field. Aiden Meyer was tipped, and he couldn't quite put the brakes on that time to try to come back after the tip pass. It's incomplete. Dropping back in coverage was Jackson Dom, and Kenyon would have lofted it just a little bit higher that time. Aiden might have went the distance for 6 that time on a seam route.
I'm not sure what the deal is. Kenyon didn't like something on that play. Him and the white hat were having a long conversation after the...
Did he get hit late, or?
I'm not sure.
Bison will punt this thing away on 4th and 6 back at the 41. Kosick back at about his own 26-yard line.
2 back this time.
Yeah, Stevens will be joined by Braden Anderson back at his own 20. 7-7 ball game as we approach the half. Snap's good. Plenty of time. End over and kick. Stevens on the fly will take it. About the 35. Boy, he is hit.
That's a block in the back.
Did he get pushed into that time?
Yeah, he got totally just shoved right in the back.
Well, he helped us with the tackle, Tristan Cameron, that time.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Anyway, 1st and 10 for Gothenburg at about the 24-yard line.
That was wild.
5:45 left in the opening half. Coming out of halftime, we're going to be, of course, we'll go over the first half. We'll hear from head coach Easton Gillen and the Lady Bison softball coach, and preview tomorrow's McCook invites. Hear a little bit from head coach Tom Sugar, Tyken Bison cross country as well. Stevens under center, out of the eye this time. Evan Johnson across the 25 to 26-yard line and a gain of 2 on the play. On the tackle, inside.
Is this their head coach down here?
I can't remember what Coach Hakey looks like.
Rocking a hoodie.
A hoodie on a 100-degree day. Yeah. Yeah.
He's got to make weight.
It's a gain of 4 in the play after the first down call. So, again, Gothenburg kind of changing things up. Offset eye. Extra back in the backfield as well. Extra tight end as well. And it's going to be Braden Anderson with the call. Across the 30, 31, 32, 33-yard line. It's going to be close to another first down. Looks like a yard short. And Dom kind of leading the way. Was going to come out. We'll check back in.
I'd take another one of those bad snaps right here.
That would be nice. Bison get the ball back with plenty of time left. 7-7 ball game. Jackson Schwann's the receiver. Actually, he's now a tight end. They again, the wide. It's a wishbone set for Gothenburg on 3rd and 1. Third man through. Bison did a good job stuffing it. Evan Johnson, did he get forward?
No way. Oh, that.
They're going to give him the 35-yard line. They're going to give him the first down.
Wow.
Johnson looked like he was stacked up, but again, forward progress, apparently, first down.
I mean, where they stopped was 2.5 yards shy of where they spotted it.
So are you saying that you're really not that happy with this crew right now?
I am not with this crew right now, no.
Same power set with 7 on the offensive line. Wishbone set at 1st and 10, 35-yard line. With a 4-minute mark coming up, Stevens under center. Fakes to give a little play action. Out in the flat. That's a wheel route. He's out of bounds. Yeah, he was clearly out of bounds that time. On the wheel route to Braden Anderson that time, right in front of us. Incomplete pass, bring up 2nd and 10. They had Cooper Kane going deep, and they had the wheel route here in the flats. Went short instead, incomplete pass.
Nice ball.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It's kind of a place where only his receiver could catch it. 2nd and 10. You see, somebody's down in Oklahoma City today, is that right?
Yeah, Coach Gross.
Really?
Diana? Not sure what they're doing. Maybe football?
Well, it was there last night. Twin receivers left. In the gun, Stevens will roll the pocket. 2nd and 10. Pass far side. Going to be over the head. Good coverage that time on the far side. The receiver that time was Braden Anderson. And on the coverage for McCook was Aiden Meyer out in coverage. Brings up 3rd and 10. So, hey, the way things are going here, if they want to attempt a pass on 3rd down, incomplete pass, stop the clock, well, McCook should get some time left before the half. With 3:52 left, Kyle.
Yeah, when they're in down and distance, it hasn't been good all game, but when we can get them behind the chains, then they're in trouble.
4 wide look, trips right. Stevens will throw short side of the field. Pump fake, going deep ball down the field. Got the corner beat, or the defender beat Campbell, but it led him too far for Cooper Kane that time. But he had a step, Kyle. He had a step on Tristan. Back on coverage. Incomplete pass brings up 4th down, stops the clock, saves us. McCook from wasted a timeout.
You know, their receivers run really nice routes. I don't think that there's too many days when that receiver is faster than Tristan Campbell.
Yeah.
But that was a good route and got behind him.
So on the punt, Fraker back at his own 25-yard line. Stevens back at his own 21-yard line. Good snap, good pressure from the backside, and end over and kick, and Brett's going to let this one go. And it takes the Gothenburg roll to about the 20-yard line.
It's a good kick.
Yep, not bad at all. 1st and 10, McCook. 20-yard line, 2 timeouts, and 3:35 left before the half in a 7-7 ball game. Score update brought to you by MMB Bank. Fast first half. It's moving by. That means the second half is going to be a snail's pace. It always is. But when you got both teams running the ball, haven't had a lot of things through the air, except for that last drive for Gothenburg. Then that's why the clock is running pretty fast. Bison come out with Miles Pullman split wide. Patrick Gross in the slot. Back in the offset eye with Quentin Terry back at fullback and Hosick under center on 1st and 10. On the option here near side, and Quentin Terry for some tough yardage to close to the 30-yard line. It's gain of, or 25, I should say. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Take that all night long.
Yeah. Quentin again had to change the number from his
60?
60. What was it last week? 68 to 30 this week. Colby Evans, a slot receiver near side. Twin receivers left. Isolation, Brett Fraker trying to find a hole. Dom's there, but he still picked up a nice gain of about 4 yards. He's going to be a yard shy of the 1st down, and the Bison will have 3rd and 1.
Dom's a load. I think there's some talk of him being potentially a Division I prospect. I don't think he has any offers yet, but I think that's kind of what they're
Or at least
for.
a state college would want him, don't you think?
Oh, for sure. I mean, he's going to play at the next level.
Yeah, no question about it.
Maybe go to Dordt and play middle linebacker behind another.
They could happen. Bryson Gullin, Miles Pullman, the 2 receivers split near side, back in the eye set on 3rd and 1. Hosick, isolation, Brett Fraker. And he got the 1st down a little bit more. 35, 36-yard line, and the Bison moved it chains on a 3rd and 1. Still got 2 timeouts left, but we're coming up on 2 minutes left before the half. 7-7 ball game.
I like the whole, hey, we see your power game and we're going to match you pound for pound.
But if they're going to get something before the half, something's going to have to happen soon. I-Pro set receivers both sides. Ball smack dab between the hashes on 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line. Hosick from the midline here near side. Quentin Terry to the
Jackson
40.
Delabo.
Oh, was that Jackson that time? They switched on me. Jackson, 89 for a nice gain to about the 43-yard line. 44-yard line and a gain of 7. 2nd and 4. With a minute 45 left. In the half. Aiden Meyer, the tight end, on the left side. Shotgun set for Hosick this time. Fraker and Delavo in the back field on a low snap. Canyon goes back and gets it. Flushed out, looking to bomb it downfield. He's got a receiver, Miles Pullman at the 10, down to the 5, the 2-yard line. 1st and goal from McCook at the big play from Hosick to Miles Pullman. I don't know if the defender downfield forgot about him that time. Canyon loaded up. Got a nice throw. Miles got behind the defender. 1st and goal for the 1.
I'll tell you the magic on that, Rich. Nobody panicked.
Yeah. So, big play. First big play by either team. Well, I shouldn't say it except for the kickoff return from McCook to begin the game. After the touchdown from Gothenburg. Second big play from McCook tonight. Here we go. Bison, full house backfield. 2 tight ends. Gabe Roberts, the extra tight end on the right side. Boy, they got They've got 4 backs. Do we have too many guys out there? No, we just procedure. Gosh, 7 offensive linemen and 4 guys in the backfield. And that'll cost us some yardage. Back to the 9-yard line, 1st and goal with 1:02 left.
That's eerily familiar.
But they weren't really, it wasn't a wishbone set, it wasn't a power set, it was just kind of they're lined up. Now they're going
I'm just talking about like false start.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of a diamond look right now with 2 tight ends on 1st and goal for the 9 and clock running. We're in the midline. Quentin Terry has some room. Right side opened up nicely. He is down to about the 1-yard line, back to where it was at the first place. I guess it was at like the 4 or 5-yard line. 38 seconds left. Clock running. McCook's got 2 timeouts. They won't use them. Full house backfield, and now somebody's going to burn a timeout. Gothenburg will. No, McCook will, sorry.
No, Gothenburg.
Well, he pointed toward, I thought the official, somebody called timeout.
Gothenburg.
32 seconds left. Back to Weiland Field next. It's Bison Football on Kicks 96.1.
Hi, this is Jim Jones at Herman Jones Funeral Chapel. Do you put off asking questions about your funeral arrangements? Stop by for a cup of coffee and visit with Michael Swanson or I in regards to your thoughts about what you want done for your funeral without any obligation. Pre-planning is the best gift you can do for your family and loved ones. We are just north of the Bricks at 607 Norris Avenue in McCook, or call 345-3000. Herman Jones Funeral Chapel, a legacy of compassionate care and service.
Back here at Weiland Field, Bison Football tonight brought to you by Decatur Health, Devaney Motors, Horizon Bank, Community Hospital, Hot Tub Brokers, Party Electric, MMB Bank, Herman Jones Funeral Chapel, Southwest Nebraska Physical Therapy, and Tobias Dental. 2nd and goal from the 2 from McCook with 32 seconds left. And Kyle was right. Gothenburg called the timeout that time.
Yep.
So McCook's got 2 if they need them. Let's just get it in right here and take that lead. Hosick under center. It's going to be Quentin Terry, right side. Boy, Hosick got in there to push him to nudge help.
They gave it.
Touchdown on the play. It looked like Quentin was kind of stopped there. Maybe not. But Hosick came in and just kind of pushed from behind that time by his quarterback, and it's a 2-yard touchdown score.
Somebody in Maroon's unhappy. And probably a lot of people in Maroon are unhappy. What a play.
What a big play from Hosick to Miles Pullman, and the big play to take it down inside the 5. Patrick Gross for the extra points. Hosick will hold it. Snap's going to be on the way. Kick's going to be on the way, and it is good. 14-7. Horizon make touchdown from Quentin Terry. Kickoff is coming up shortly on Kicks 96.1.
No matter the outcome of the game, this high five is brought to you by York and Party Electric Heating and Cooling, your local York dealer in McCook. Total comfort in your home or business is always a touchdown. Whether it's blazing heat in the summer or bone-chilling cold in the winter, Party Electric offers your family or business the best electrical, heating, and cooling products and HVAC services. Party Electric Heating and Cooling, proud to be your local York dealer in McCook. Give them a call at 345-1660. Find them on Facebook.
In this ever-changing financial world, there's one bank you can always count on. That's Horizon Bank. They make changing banks a breeze. Visit them at 312 West 1st Street, and their great team will help switch over all of your ACH, bill pay, and online banking services to Horizon Bank's easy-to-use products. They guarantee you will receive the greatest customer service possible from their staff. So what are you waiting for? Head on down to Horizon Bank. Horizon Bank, member FDIC.
Richard Kyle back here at Weiland Field. 27 seconds left. Huge score from McCook. Kyle gives McCook the lead. And, hey, we shut the door in Gothenburg for the rest of the half. And the Bison will get the ball right after the halftime is done.
It's big. Need to put it in the end zone here and then play some shutdown defense.
Coach Petrosky had said last Saturday when we talked to him at Coach's Coffee Club, he said in a pregame they expect a battle. He did say a 4-quarter battle against Kozad, which wasn't quite true. But I think this week they're expecting a 4-quarter battle with Gothenburg.
I hope not.
We hope not. Patrick Gross will kick it off. This one is going to be returnable. Maybe. They're going to let that down in the end zone. Thought they were going to get a return that time with Evan Johnson. Not the case. 1st and 10 Gothenburg, and the second touchdown from Patrick tonight. And 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Lopers played, sound like they played well last night in their season opener, but just fell a little bit short.
Who were they playing?
Central Oklahoma, wasn't it?
Okay.
Yeah. I think with the Nebraska game on Thursday night, a lot of folks kind of forgot about that one a little bit. But season opener, 3 Bison started in that one. Zach Schlager at linebacker, DJ Gross at tight end, Hunter Hayes in the offensive line. Bison 4-man front. Stevens with 27 seconds left will throw. Still looking past the sideline, going to be complete. And getting out of bounds is Cooper Kane after a gain of about 10 right at the marker. Got to be close. 20 seconds left. And they'll move the chains, 1st and 10.
Knocked out of bounds. First down on the play.
You know, if you didn't have Rex Eshelman down there, TJ, you'd have a pretty good front court for basketball. But, boy, Rex kind of, so you got to move him to the backcourt. Stevens will throw. Look on the flat. Almost picked off. Awfully darn close. Oliver Gordon, 6'6", outside backer, just about licking his chops that time for a pick 6 possibly.
I tell you what, he's a little skinny right now as a sophomore.
But look
Imagine him without 30 pounds put on him. He's going to be scary.
You think he'll get that 30 pounds by a senior?
I don't know. His dad's pretty skinny.
Is he? Probably eats like a horse and it just doesn't go anywhere.
Up.
Yeah. 14-7 ball game. It's down to 15 seconds left. Bison with a 7-point lead. A couple of Horizon Bank touchdowns, kickoff return, and one on the run by Quentin Terry. 4 wide set. Trips here right side. Stevens in 2nd and 10. They'll run inside. A little vanilla play this time, and for a couple of yards, about the 35-yard line, Cade Cox. Not a lot on the play. It was Mitchell Cole right here on the tackle. That's going to be your half, as Gothenburg will let it run out. 14-7. Bison with a lead. Kyle and I will talk about the first half in just a little bit. Bison football. Kicks 96.1. Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. HighPlainsRadio.net and the KICX app.
Unexpected injuries and illnesses don't run on schedules. When you or a loved one need a doctor right away, McCook Clinic is ready to help. Our walk-in clinic is always staffed by 1 to 2 dedicated healthcare providers in order to make your visit as quick and convenient as possible while still offering excellent healthcare services. Walk-in clinic hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5, and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. McCook Clinic, conveniently located next to Community Hospital, providing health care for the family.
Hot Tub Brokers, experience a better backyard. Hot Tub Brokers.
Hot Tub Brokers in McCook is a proud sponsor of Bison Sports. They invite you to stop in and see all the new hot tubs and make your yard into a vacation destination. Financing available. Also a large selection of chemicals and accessories at Hot Tub Brokers in McCook.
Hot Tub Brokers, experience a better backyard. Hot Tub Brokers, experience a better backyard.
Serving every family as our own. In your time of need, why turn to a business when you can lean on a family? As a family-owned funeral home, we offer a level of dignity and compassion you won't find elsewhere. Carpenter Breland Funeral Home and Monuments, proudly serving Southwest Nebraska and Northwest Kansas.
If our award-winning lineup of vehicles wasn't enough, here's one more reason to choose Wagner Toyota. With every new purchase, you also get Toyota Care. For the first 2 years or 25,000 miles, we will cover oil changes, tire rotations, and multi-point inspections. Plus, 24-hour roadside assistance with lockout protection, flat tire changes, jump starts, towing, and more. Choose Wagner Toyota in downtown McCook, the dealer that makes the difference.
You're gonna save when you buy a car from us today.
Community Hospital welcomes athletic trainer Evan McCook to its sports medicine team. He provides services to McCook Community College and McCook High School, covering games, assisting athletes with rehab and recovering, and providing early injury recognition and evaluation. McCook holds a Master of Athletic Training degree from the University of Nebraska at Kearney, is board certified and state licensed, keeping you healthy on the field and off. We're your community hospital. Advanced care, always there.
Getting a little hot under the collar? Well, under your roof, Veteran Heating and Air and American Standard want to keep you cool as a cucumber this summer. Call Veteran HVAC 737-5292 and ask about the great deals on new American Standard AC units. Or maybe your current system needs a little work? Call Veteran HVAC and ask about service calls and service plans. Veteran Heating and Air and American Standard, helping you keep your cool. Call today 737-5292 or visit veteranhvac.com.
Rich Barnett, Kyle Delaveau, halftime here at Weiland Field. to 14-7. The Bison, they're scoring. Actually, Gothenburg scoring first in this one. Had a nice drive to begin the ball game. As McCook kicked off, and boy, the Swedes went right down the field and ended up with an Evan Johnson 4-yard touchdown run. The extra point was good to make it 7-0. Bison on the next play on the kickoff return. Patrick Gross, a 75-yard kickoff TD return, and then kick the extra point to make it 7-7. And then right here toward the end of the first half, second quarter, Quentin Terry on a 2-yard touchdown run. Gross's extra point makes it 14-7. Bison have done some adjustments defensively, Kyle, because I'm good. Is that the wife?
Rhonda Graff.
Oh, Rhonda.
Senior parents.
Wow.
Junior parents.
Wow, I could use like a big old Dr. Pepper or something like that, but no, I'm good. But anyway, Bison defensive adjustments, first quarter, second quarter, big, weren't they?
Yeah, and I mean, that's kind of what we saw last week, too. I mean, realistically, Kozad could have had a couple scores, didn't get them. Gothenburg comes down, opening possession, marches it down the field. That was a scary drive, Rich, because I thought maybe that's what it was going to look like. Bison coaches dialed up some defensive changes, and we bent a little after that, but we certainly didn't break.
So we'll see what the Bison have, and they'll get the ball. It would be nice. The Bison come after halftime, get a nice drive, 2 scores in this one, and make it tough on Gothenburg from here on out. There's been a couple of plays Gothenburg threw the ball. Stevens on a couple of, the wheel route here near side. There was a couple of plays where their receiver beat our defender, and luckily they're overthrown. So look at a couple of close plays that could have went their way.
Yeah, and that's just kind of how it goes. And we got a couple lucky breaks. That bad snap on that third down got us the ball back, and so. Sometimes you need the breaks to win, too.
Bison tennis team picks up a dual win today at Lexington. The Bison varsity win 5-0. JVs won 26 of the 29 matches today.
Against Lexington.
Against Lexington. What Coach Weimer's texted me, 26-3 with the JVs today.
Lexington's got like 2 former college tennis coaches or something like that. Good guys. There are no Coach Weimers and Larson, and our coaches do such a great job with that tennis team. They're going to be tough again. They're going to be top 5 finishers at state again. I'm going to bet this year, Rich.
Oh, without a doubt. They've got some big ones. They're off for the rest of the weekend, which is good. They'll get back in action coming up next week. And, of course, we'll talk to Coach Weimers and all the Bison tennis news from this week and all the sports news coming up. Coach's Coffee Club, St. Ertz Bakery, and the Beer Rock Cafe, 8 o'clock again coming up tomorrow morning. More halftime from Wyland Field. Halftime score 14-7 Bison. More halftime activities in just a bit on Kicks 96.1.
American-made appliances ready to work hard in your home. Find them at the headquarters for the newest and best appliances, D&S Hardware in McCook. D&S carries a great lineup of name brand appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. Quality American-made Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana appliances wait for you at D&S Hardware on the corner of West 8th and C in McCook.
Hi, this is Danny with Tobias Dental Care. Have you been told that you need a root canal or an extraction and that you'll have to go out of town to have it done? Dr. Tobias has been doing these procedures for over 25 years, and he may be able to save you from the inconvenience of having to travel out of town. Call us today at 345-1510 or stop by and make an appointment at 411 West 5th Street in McCook. And remember, at Tobias Dental Care, we make it easy for you to smile.
MNB, there is a difference. MNB.
Community involvement has always been important to us. One way we show that is by supporting our local schools. Whether it's cheering them on from the stands or taking part in community programs, you'll always find MNB rooting for the home team. Good luck to all the area student athletes this sports season. Your fans at MNB are behind you all the way. MNB Bank, member FDIC.
MNB, there is a difference. MNB.
Devaney Motors on East Beach Street in McCook is your authorized dealer for Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Honda, Yamaha, and still, where else can you buy a new Ram pickup or a car, a motorcycle or ATV, a chainsaw, leaf blower, lawn and garden equipment at the same place? It's all at Devaney Motors on East Beach Street in McCook. Remember, it's not a deal unless it's a Devaney deal.
Runza is hiring, which means you could work with Alex.
I love working here. The perks are great. But if I'm being honest, I'm really in it for the fries.
Oh, but the fun work environment is pretty great too, right?
Fries.
Career opportunities.
Fry opportunities?
the flexible schedules.
Love that. Means I can have fries any time of day.
It's fry o'clock somewhere. Apply today at runza.com/jobs or text Runza to 242424.
Stop by Runza, North Highway 83 in McCook.
Hi, this is Jim Jones. My family and the Herman family have been trusted by families to provide care during a time of loss in southwest Nebraska for over 75 years. It is still our commitment to those communities to offer affordable and dignified funeral services. We're able to offer services from at-need to pre-need funeral plans and monuments. Michael Swanson or I can answer any questions you might have about your concerns. Stop by at 607 Norris Avenue in McCook or call 345-3000. Herman Jones Funeral Chapel, a legacy of compassionate care and service.
No matter the outcome of the game, this high five is brought to you by York and Party Electric Heating and Cooling, your local York dealer in McCook. Total comfort in your home or business is always a touchdown. Whether it's blazing heat in the summer or bone-chilling cold in the winter, Party Electric offers your family or business the best electrical, heating, and cooling products and HVAC services. Party Electric Heating and Cooling, proud to be your local York dealer in McCook. Give them a call at 345-1660. Find them on Facebook.
Horizon Bank is firmly committed to serving the needs of all of its Nebraska communities. Horizon Bank has been McCook's local community bank since 2009. Whether personal or business banking, small business lending, or volunteering with the community, Horizon Bank is present and willing to help. Visit them at 312 West 1st Street, online at horizonbankne.com, or check them out on Facebook and Twitter to learn about how they are part of this great community. Horizon Bank, building communities, building relationships.
Unexpected injuries and illnesses don't run on schedules. When you or a loved one need a doctor right away, McCook Clinic is ready to help. Our walk-in clinic is always staffed by 1 to 2 dedicated healthcare providers in order to make your visit as quick and convenient as possible while still offering excellent healthcare services. Walk-in clinic hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5, and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. McCook Clinic, conveniently located next to Community Hospital, providing health care for the family.
Rich Barnett, Kyle Delaveau back here at Wyland Field, McCook. Rest of Bison schedule again. We'll remind you again about Bison softball coming up again tomorrow. 9 o'clock start time for the Lady Bison. They'll face Alliance in the first round game. Come back with Garion an hour or two after that. You got Gothenburg, North Platte, some of the teams the other side. And a chance for the Bison to host some games tomorrow at the JC Sports Complex. Again, that's varsity only. Bison boys tennis team, as Kyle just talked about, once again, good win. That's dual win number 4, I do believe, for them. They've had just one loss. I think Kearney was the one loss.
Yeah, which is, top right. 4 or 5 Class A teams.
Right.
So.
But that's a good Kearney team. That's a good measuring stick for them. So good week for the Bison boys tennis team. Bison cross country will be going. Last week they went up to North Platte for Sutherland for the North Platte Invitational. Lady Bison picked up a win. They won. They were the invite champion. I think the boys were 4th, and Izzy Renner had a great run for the Bison girls, finishing high. Emma Capel, Brecken Gale, also a couple of other Lady Bison doing well. Josiah Wilkinson, Grant Capel are kind of your top 2 for the Bison boys right now. Grant Wells ran pretty well as well. Grant Wells did for the Bison boys. They'll be in Cozad invite coming up again tomorrow. Bison volleyball team, they had kind of a light week this week. They had, what did they have? They had the over here. I was there. I was there for all 3 matches, for crying out loud. Yeah, early in the week with the Graf Benson and the Bison varsity picked up a win. They split their 2 matches. Nobody was going to beat Minden that night. Minden was just really, really good. And so Minden defeated both Chase County and McCook in straight sets, but McCook did get a 2-set win against Chase County in the nightcap. So Coach Trevor Hoynes and this team they're 2-1. A lot of other teams have played 6-7 matches. It's like this schedule needs to pick up a little bit more, and I think it will. They've got a lot of invites. They got the McCook invite coming up here in a couple of weeks, which should be pretty good.
Homecoming weekend.
Homecoming week. Okay, yeah. So it'll be 2 weeks.
Yeah, the 16th.
2 weeks, something like that would be for that Bison volleyball tournament. And the Bison golfers, Coach Carol Brown and her team continue. They're getting better all the time. They went up to Scotts Bluff the other day, finished, I think, 8th place. Lainey Peters finished as a medalist in the top 10. Didn't go to Grand Island yesterday. I didn't have a chance to talk to Coach Brown, but I did not make the trip. So, anyway, it's a busy stretch of Bison Fall sports teams. A lot of things going on. This area is really busy tonight because across the way at the Graf Event Center, and McCook Community College is hosting a 2-day 14-team volleyball tournament.
Wow.
So folks, parking, oh boy, folks might have had to park a little bit farther away than normal because a lot of parking for that. I know the MCC Lady Indians won their first round match earlier, and they were winning their second round match.
Such a great thing for the community. I saw hotel parking lots filled with buses. That's just good to have that here. And
so anyway, that goes on all day tomorrow as well over at the Graf Event Center. Take a break. Both teams are out. Back with the second half, McCook and Gothenburg. After the break, it's Bison football. Kicks 96-1.
Hot Tub Brokers, experience a better backyard. Hot Tub Brokers.
Hot Tub Brokers in McCook is a proud sponsor of Bison Sports. They invite you to stop in and see all the new hot tubs and make your yard into a vacation destination. Financing available. Also a large selection of chemicals and accessories at Hot Tub Brokers in McCook.
Hot Tub Brokers, experience a better backyard. Hot Tub Brokers, experience a better backyard.
Newly remodeled with you in mind. Hi, this is Christy Dom, owner of Carpenter Breland Funeral Home and Monuments. We believe in funerals customized to every family. By adding personalization to each funeral, we recognize just how unique your loved one is. Carpenter Breland Funeral Home and Monuments of McCook.
If our award-winning lineup of vehicles wasn't enough, here's one more reason to choose Wagner Toyota. With every new purchase, you also get Toyota Care. For the first 2 years or 25,000 miles, we will cover oil changes, tire rotations, and multi-point inspections. Plus, 24-hour roadside assistance with lockout protection, flat tire changes, jump starts, towing, and more. Choose Wagner Toyota in downtown McCook, the dealer that makes the difference.
You're gonna save when you buy a car from us today.
Richard Kyle back here at Weiland Field as Kyle finishes his hamburger. Brought up by the always great Rhonda Graff. Brought me a Dr. Pepper, and those burgers pretty good, huh?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Junior parents doing a great job. Yeah. Of course, raising funds for the end of the year party for the seniors. And
yeah, it's no longer senior parents. It's a junior parent thing.
Yeah, such a genius idea. Do it your junior year so that when your kids are seniors, you don't have to do it. A couple of public service announcements, if I can.
You can, sure.
Smash that subscribe button on YouTube if you can.
Right.
We're like 700 plus subscribers now. We're getting close to 1,000. We get to 1,000. That's the magic number. Help get us there. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel yet, make sure that you do that. Also tonight, after the game, several of the churches in town are doing a fifth quarter party up at the McCookie Free Church. It's for any high school kids and just going to be fun, games, food, just something for kids to do when they're done at the game tonight.
All right, that's cool. That's good that all the churches kind of helping each other, huh?
Yep, just working together.
That's good. They put a couple of minutes on the clock, which they always do. So we'll take a quick break. Back with the second half of McCook. We'll get the football first to begin the third quarter. More Bison football is coming up. Kicks 96-1.
Community Hospital welcomes athletic trainer Evan DeCook to its sports medicine team. He provides services to McCook Community College and McCook High School, covering games, assisting athletes with rehab and recovering, and providing early injury recognition and evaluation. DeCook holds a Master of Athletic Training degree from the University of Nebraska at Kearney, is board certified and state licensed, keeping you healthy on the field and off. We're your community hospital. Advanced care, always there.
Getting a little hot under the collar? Well, under your roof, Veteran Heating and Air and American Standard want to keep you cool as a cucumber this summer. Call Veteran HVAC 737-5292 and ask about the great deals on new American Standard AC units. Or maybe your current system needs a little work? Call Veteran HVAC and ask about service calls and service plans. Veteran Heating and Air and American Standard, helping you keep your cool. Call today 737-5292 or visit veteranhvac.com.
You can't snap your fingers and change those old appliances to new ones, but you can go to your headquarters for the newest and best appliances, D&S Hardware in McCook. Their prices are pretty snappy too. Find great deals on quality Maytag appliances. Right now, get 0% interest on Maytag appliances for 12 months on purchases over $399. Plus, they service what they sell. Out with the old and in with the new from D&S Hardware on the corner of West 8th and C in McCook.
Hi, this is Danny with Tobias Dental Care. Have you been told that you need a root canal or an extraction and that you'll have to go out of town to have it done? Dr. Tobias has been doing these procedures for over 25 years, and he may be able to save you from the inconvenience of having to travel out of town. Call us today at 345-1510 or stop by and make an appointment at 411 West 5th Street in McCook. And remember, at Tobias Dental Care, we make it easy for you to smile.
Rich Kyle back here at Weiland Field. Bison Football, Kicks 96.1, HighPlainsRadio.net, the KICX app, and our Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. 14-7 McCook. Bison will get the ball first. Third quarter, after, of course, winning the toss, deferring. And so add some more points, hopefully, here in the second half. Lights on here at Weiland Field for this one. Holy smokes, Mr. Delaveau, we got our camera guy back here.
Oh, it's fantastic. I can watch football now.
Mr. Cole Barnett is back in McCook for the first time in a couple of weeks. Back from college, thank goodness. And
it's like a beautiful night for football now.
Now, see, that sun goes down, and it really, yeah, it feels pretty good. All right, here we go. Swedes will tee it up. Ironically, Stevens does not do the place-kicking duties. It's Evan Johnson doing the place-kicking duties for Gothenburg. Franker, one of the deep men.
They gonna onside it?
He doesn't take much of an approach. It's going to be Franker on the hop at about the 20-yard line, straight ahead, and going nowhere. 23-yard line. Didn't just try to sidestep a little bit, had nowhere to go, and it's going to be 1st and 10 once again for the Bison. All right, second half. Here, what do the Bison coaches say at halftime? In your opinion?
I think they said, keep doing what you're doing. We're wearing them down. We got more bodies than they do. Keep leaning on them. Keep pounding on them. We're going to keep running the ball, and we need some offense. I think they said that. Short of that 47-yard Miles Pullman catch, we don't got a lot.
Bison go twin receivers to the left, and Hosick on isolation. Brett Franker trying to open up that middle a little bit. Brett for a nice run. That's a 6-yard run, almost 7 to about the 30-yard line. That's a good start right there.
Yeah, from what I could figure, Franker's got about 20. Canyon, I think, was below, was net negative.
Yeah.
And a couple runs by the fullback, but so not a lot of offense for us. So we got to get something going right here, Rich.
Receivers both sides for McCook as Colby Evans, the receiver here right in front of us. Miles Pullman split out wide right, got to Terry the wing to the far side to Franker. Good running room, 35, 36-yard line, and that should be enough for a first down. Again, that alignment where they put Quentin Terry, the fullback, as a wing right beside or right behind the tackle on the far side and bring him back in motion and an extra blocker, and it moves the chains.
It's a great hole.
Yeah. 1st and 10, the Bison have a 36-yard line, trying to go up by 2 scores here in this early part of the third quarter. 11 minutes and counting, first to third quarter here from Weiland Field. Bison go by twin receivers far side, and Quentin Terry lines up behind the guard this time, or behind the tackle. A quick inside give to Quentin that time for about a yard. So they set him up kind of in between the tackle and the tight end. Bring him back around, quick handoff, and then gain 1, maybe a yard and a half.
Yeah.
Not much.
Just a wrinkle, though. Just something more for them to have to think about.
Keep him, I guess, and Bryson Gully, the slot receiver here near side, and Miles Pullman split to wide to the right. Ball on the far side hash. Straight eye this time. Isolation Brett Fraker this time. Brett to the 40, to about the 41. Picked up 4 yards in the play. This will bring up a big third down call for the Bison offense. On the stop that time, 54, Tucker Keith, who plays a lot on both sides of the football. We were talking at halftime. We saw Jackson Dom's dad, and I thought that was Tim Dom. But he was wearing a maroon Gothenburg shirt. Said, no, that's Tim's brother.
He's a little thicker.
Wow. They
twins.
Very much so. No question about it. Shotgun set, 3rd and 5 from McCook. Bringing the blitz. Hosick rolls out, has some room. Pass down the flat, going to be incomplete to Colby Evans. Had him pass, maybe was it a little high that time? Just couldn't quite gather. It's going to be 4th down.
He's a touch high and a touch behind.
Yeah. Just could. Actually, Canyon, if you the pass was there, but I don't think he had anybody in front of him. He could have elected to run too.
I was just going to say, we haven't seen that at all tonight, really. Like, he ran the ball. He just carried us a ton against Kozad, and I kind of wonder if that isn't intentional. Like, they don't want him to get beat up.
Yep. We'll keep him healthy for an entire year. As Hosick back to kick at his own 30. No, they got one safety, and that's it for Gothenburg. End over end kick. Stevens, they won't even make it to Stevens. Takes a Gothenburg bounce and about the 24-yard line. Ethan Schmidt here near side, and Braden Anderson, we're getting a little tangled up here right about the 45-yard line. Nothing went on, and we're okay. But Ethan's you can tell he's a little perturbed out there.
Just having a little fun. He's playing football.
Swedes have it for the first time here, third quarter, 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line. It's a Bison 14-7 lead. Score update brought to you by MMB Bank. Gothenburg brought their fair share of people over this, right in front of us here. Not a lot of maroon in the crowd.
They're excited about this team, and rightly so. It's a good-looking team.
Stevens out in the flat. Pass complete, 25, 30, 35, 40. Midfield, one man to beat, 25, 20. And tackled down by Patrick Gross at about the 15-yard line. Just out a screen here to the near side, left side. And there was no red shirt out in the area. And Patrick had to go from the other side of the field and run him down. And Gothenburg is in business first and 10 at about the 11-yard line.
I tell you what I think happened there, Rich, is that outside linebacker was running stride for stride, and he just slipped and fell down. So, he was there. Sometimes that happens.
Gothenburg on the move. Big play for the Swedes. 1st and 10 at the Bison 11. 9-minute mark. It's going to be Dom right side trying to push the pile, and he's a load to bring down. Inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line. It'll be second and about, we'll call it 6 for that first down.
I'll tell you what. We're lucky we didn't have all our players on the field.
I saw somebody come in late.
They're still running in players when they ran that.
Yep.
I'm not sure we had backside coverage.
And the iPro set once again, they have just a single back with Dom in the backfield. Dom's going to get it himself once again.
Nice.
I don't know who was that on the right side, just crunched down, and he did gain a little yardage, but it could have went for a lot more.
Ball taken by
It was our left.
That's
right.
Mitchell Cole.
Okay. It was been there, McCook's left and Gothenburg's right, but really slid down well.
Got nothing.
It's going to be actually where the chains are at, about 3rd and 4. Scoreboard's not right. 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5 right here. Receivers both sides, down to the 5-yard line. Dom switches from left to right behind Stevens, fakes to give, going to roll the pass out, still rolling, going to tuck it and run. Late hit that time. That wasn't a late hit, but a hit by Mitchell Cole. He dove his way. It's still going to bring on. Did he get the first down, though? I think he's short.
Jackson Delavo lost his jock on that.
He's not going to appreciate you saying that once he hears about that.
No, but
4th and 1 for that first down.
He's going to like it even less when he has to watch it on film.
Yeah, that's true, too. That's true.
All right, we need to get a stop here, Rich.
Swedes will go for it on 4th and 1 at about the Bison 2-yard line. Dom right behind Stevens. Stevens on his own carry. He's 6'3", so he right behind his center. And did he get in?
No.
Gothenburg thinks he got in from 2 yards out.
No.
But it's going to be 1st and goal from about the 1. So you got 4 downs to make a yard right here.
Unless you fumble.
That could happen. Or the back could slip.
Man, we really needed to make something happen on that offensive possession.
Yeah.
We have really, I know we're only 2 games into the season, but we started slow offensively 2 weeks in a row now.
Yep. 14-7 ball game. Yeah, both teams have one score to show for it. McCook scoring their first touchdown on a kickoff return. 1st to go for the 1. In tight, Stevens going to be Dom, left side. I don't think they stacked it up. And it's going to be 2nd and goal for the 1.
Aiden Meyer, what a great play. I'm not sure they didn't go backwards on that.
It's 2nd down.
Well, they mark it at, boy, it's close. I mean, virtually no gain on the play.
Yep.
Clock running, 6.5 minutes left in this third quarter. Bison lead at 14-7. Stevens pretty much after every play runs over toward the sideline, meets with the coaching staff, gets the play, and runs back. Swedes come out, got receivers both sides. Dom right behind with a couple of extra backs in the backfield. It'll be Dom, dives way ahead. That's tough to stop. Touchdown. Jackson Dom from a yard out, and Gothenburg is a point away from tying this ball game up.
You know what, though? I'll tell you, Rich, there's a big difference between Gothenburg now and Gothenburg in the first half. I mean, they were just moving us all over the place.
Yeah.
We've tightened that gap. I think that our depth is going to come into play here.
Got to get some the extra points on the way, and it is good. Once again from Gothenburg, that time kicking it was Cade Cox. Tie ball game back with the kickoff next. It's Bison football, Kicks 96-1.
Community involvement has always been important to us. One way we show that is by supporting our local schools. Whether it's cheering them on from the stands or taking part in community programs, you'll always find MNB rooting for the home team. Good luck to all the area student athletes this sports season. Your fans at MNB are behind you all the way. MNB Bank, member FDIC.
MNB, there is a difference. MNB.
Devaney Motors on East Beach Street in McCook is your authorized dealer for Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Honda, Yamaha, and still, where else can you buy a new Ram pickup or a car, a motorcycle or ATV, a chainsaw, leaf blower, lawn and garden equipment at the same place? It's all at Devaney Motors on East Beach Street in McCook. Remember, it's not a deal unless it's a Devaney deal.
Runza is hiring, which means you could work with Alex.
I love working here. The perks are great. But if I'm being honest, I'm really in it for the fries.
Oh, but the fun work environment is pretty great too, right?
Fries.
Career opportunities.
Fry opportunities?
The flexible schedules.
Love that. Means I can have fries any time of day.
It's fry o'clock somewhere. Apply today at runza.com/jobs or text Runza to 242424.
Stop by Runza, North Highway 83 in McCook.
Back here to Weiland Field, got a ball game 14-14 as McCook could do nothing off the opening kickoff of the third quarter. Punted away, and Gothenburg, big play for them. And results in a 1-yard Jackson Dom touchdown. The extra point was good, Kyle. 14-all with 6:08 left, third quarter.
I was hoping to be 21-7 right here, Rich. I'm not going to lie.
Wanted a 2-score lead going in the fourth quarter. But Bison in a dogfight. Class C1 ranked teams. Swedes are looking for their second win of the season. Evan Johnson will kick this thing off with a very, very short approach again. Gross and Fraker back out of their own 15-yard line. And the kick this time. They'll kick it to Fraker at about the 20-yard line. Bobbles it, picks it back up, 25, 30, and about the 33, 34-yard line. 1st and 10. McCook with the offense back in the field. And let's see if the Bison offense gets something going here, Mr. Delaveau.
It's time. It's time to see that running game start to open up.
Bison football tonight at KICX brought to you by Veteran Heating and Air, DNS Hardware, Carpenter Brindley Funeral Home and Monument, Runza, Pinnacle Bank, and McCook Clinic. Great sponsors helping us out. Miles Pullman, the receiver here right, and Patrick Gross split far side of the field near the Bison bench. Got a slot receiver on the far side as well. One setback, and they'll run the midline. Big room. Jackson Delaveau, 40, 45, 44-yard line, and a gain of almost 10 by that young man.
It's a good-looking run.
Yeah. That deserves a raise and allowance, don't you think?
You can offset it with that defensive play. So he's going to have to do something again.
So it's a push right now, right?
It's a push right now.
Gain of 8 on first down brings up 2nd and 2. Jackson will stand there at fullback. The lone single setback, go 3-wide look again. Gothenburg 3-man front, ball on the far side hash. They'll give it right back to 89, 45, midfield. Carrying the mail as Ken Wellman used to save for the Bison broadcast back in the day. And McCook's in Gothenburg territory. Boom, just like that with a couple of nice runs.
Like it. You know, that's what we were doing at the end of the first half, is just running it up the middle, and they they haven't shown that they can stop it up to this point.
Bryson Gully in to the right, and Miles Pullman out split far side. And Quentin Terry gives Delaveau a break at fullback as they're in Gothenburg territory, 1st and 10. Right back to the fullback, Terry, 45. Dives way ahead about the 43, but he still picked up 5 yards.
Yeah, just going to hammer on him.
Yep. Right at him. Get that offensive line with some pushes up front. And brings up 2nd and 5.
This is kind of fun.
This is how football is supposed to be. But no, we got to see 5 wide receivers a lot by
I mean, I like
teams.
that too.
Oh, gosh, I could stand it for so long. 3 wide look, 1 step back once again on 2nd and 5. Quentin Terry crossed the 40, 37, maybe the 36. He's got enough for another Bison first down. And they'll move the chains as well via the run. Those fullbacks are getting a workout, that's for sure. 4:29 left, 3rd quarter. Nice drive from McCook after Gothenburg tied the ball game up. Brett Fraker, the wide out here near side in the slot. Colby Evans out there as well. Miles Pullman split out wide left. Shotgun set for Hosick. Slow snap. Bobbles picks it back up. Tries to get a little room and maybe picked up a yard, and that was it.
Got something out of nothing, though.
Yeah, it could have been a loss. Could have easily been a loss. Not the case.
Tell you what, this is my strategy when I play Madden.
When's the last time you played Madden? You play it all the time, every now and then?
I mean, it's been a couple years.
Yeah.
I drive all the young kids nuts because you just run the fullback and, like, nobody does it.
Traps. I agree with it. Traps, dives and stuff like that, and you come back with the option. Quarterback keeper, I'd run, Frazier or Crouch around the end for 30 yards for a touchdown. That was with the college game, though. As quarterback keeper, Kanye Hose got a late flag coming in. Dang it. Inside the 30, about the 26-yard line. But it's probably going to come back. And McCook's going to lose this nice run here by Hosick.
And go backwards.
Yeah. Holding against the offense. That was with the college football game on EA Sports. Not with Madden NFL.
Well, I knew what you meant.
So this is a 10-yard penalty, and we'll march him backwards.
That's the wrong direction.
We'll make it 2nd. Got to march it way back to the 45-yard line, too. It's a good 2nd and 20 plus. Little pat. It's about 20.
2nd, yeah. It looks about even between the down marker and the line of the original line of scrimmage.
3 wide look. Hosick shotgun set, rolls the pocket out, looking downfield. Pass downfield could be it's picked off at the 35, 40-yard line, 45. Finally talking about the 45 on the pick that time for Gothenburg. It just got in the way was Cooper Kane. Did he just underthrow it or just didn't see him?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think that might have been a backer that dropped into coverage that maybe he didn't see. I couldn't quite see what happened there.
Oh, that's such a great drive going to.
You see what they did?
1st and 10, 45-yard line. As Gothenburg come out, 4 wide receivers, twins both sides, 1 step back. As Stevens shotgun, pump fakes. Bomb downfield is through a laser that time, way too short, and the receiver didn't have a chance. Incomplete pass. Looking for Kane, far side. Fraker on the coverage, 2nd and 10.
What I was saying, like, if it ain't broke,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's like, yeah. You're running.
Until the fullback gets less than 6 yards.
You've got 2 fullbacks. You're rotating in. Yeah. Why do you quit doing it?
And I said that last year too. I just think that's when it's working, keep with it.
Stevens shotgun set on the toss pitch. Going to be Johnson. Cut back. Not much. Nice job of the Bison field that time. Maybe picked up 1. That was about it. So big stand for the Bison defense after the turnover. And that was the very first turnover, I think, against either team tonight. And it'll bring up 2nd and 9, or 3rd and 9, I should say. 2:42 clock running right before we hit that 4th quarter. 14-14 ball game. Stevens, again, he runs. There's a lot of running, that's for sure. Back and forth. Getting that play from the coaching staff here near sidelines for the Swedes.
3rd and 9.
Schwann's the receiver near side. They have Cooper Kane split out wide right. Johnson is the back right to the left of Stevens. Stevens shotgun set will throw. Rolling out. We got a late flag. And
they got holding all the way. Like 3 holdings.
Dan Stevens got the first down, but this thing's going to be coming back.
Just take your pick.
And, or it would have been a nice gain and a first down for Gothenburg, but they'll bring this thing back and make it 3rd in a bunch.
So that's the thing. When you hold people, then they can't get to the quarterback. So
that's true. Yep.
That's how you get those big first downs.
So they'll mark this off and bring up 3rd down again. At the last second, Patrick Gross, did you see the corner? He was playing off, but he came up and kind of pressed him at the last second. The receiver kind of went by him, and I think, but he had help behind him. And I thought that's where Steven was going. And then Stevens eventually just took off.
He's shifty.
He is, no question about it.
I don't think he's maybe quite as shifty as what's his name from last week? Shoemaker.
Uh-huh.
But
they're built the same mold.
Yeah, long. I mean, he's really long.
So on it's 3rd and 20 now after the penalty. Back at the 36-yard line. Trips right, one receiver to the right side, left side. As Stevens will throw Bison a Russian 3. Pass downfield, going to be caught. First down, 35, 31-yard line. Over the top that time to Cooper Kane.
I thought that we had it cut. We were in front of it. We just, jumped a little too early. We were right there in coverage.
3rd and 20. And a first down for Gothenburg down to the Bison 32-yard line.
That's a backbreaker.
Yeah.
Defense needs to step up big here. It's time for one of those turnovers that I talked about.
Power set, wishbone set for Gothenburg. Stevens under center. It's going to be Evan Johnson right side, and not much. Bison pursuit on the left side is pretty good, and from behind, McCook had some pursuit from behind that time by Gabe Roberts. A gain of 1 yard and a half brings up 2nd and 9. Minute 20 left, 3rd quarter, and a 14-14 ball game.
They do kind of suck you in. I can see how Ogallala was stacking the box and they throw it behind us. It's kind of what they're doing to us. Like we stack the box and they throw it behind us. So
2 tight ends, power set, wishbone set. And Stevens goes left side here. Oh, the hole's there, 25, the 20, down to the 18. 13 yards on the pickup for Gothenburg. That time by Braden Anderson. They'll move the chains to be enough for a Gothenburg first down with 58 seconds left in the quarter. Halftime score, Arapahoe with a lead over Loomis, 14-8.
Nice. We knew that was going to be a good game.
It's 1st and 10 of the Gothenburg at the Bison 18-yard line. Staying power set, wishbone set. Stevens under center. Play action this time, looking right. Fade and a pick right here. Incomplete pass. Pick would have been nice, but incomplete pass, that's good as well.
Great defense.
2nd and 10, 32 seconds left.
Ethan Schmidt out there on that pass coverage.
Don't you think, don't you wish this young man could come home like every weekend and do this for us?
Oh, 100%. I had to chip in for his gas money.
If only we played East more. A few more. Well,
back in the Class V days.
We did. Yeah, I told him, I said, we used to go to Grand Island Northwest, and that's just a hop, skip, and a jump from Lincoln. So. Seward.
York.
Yeah. Yeah, York is right near. 30 minutes.
Places.
2nd and 10 for Gothenburg. 32 seconds left. Stevens going to throw. Shotgun set. Pass going to be way wide of Cooper Kane. Not even close. Incomplete brings up 3rd down. So the Bison, another 3rd and long right here. They shut the door on 3rd and long, and this would be a long field goal if Gothenburg, of course, as you said earlier, Coach Hakey, I don't think it wants any part of his kicking game to try a field goal, but you never know. As 27 seconds left, could be the last play of the quarter, maybe, depending on what happens. 14-14 ball game.
Man, they're really taking their time in the huddle, aren't they?
Yeah, we got the clock is down to 5, 4.
They're not going to get it.
3, 2, 1. Oh, did they get the timeout with a second left? Oh, they just saved themselves. Timeout, Gothenburg. We're back to Weiland Field next. Bison football, KICX.
Hi, this is Jim Jones. My family and the Herman family have been trusted by families to provide care during a time of loss in southwest Nebraska for over 75 years. It is still our commitment to those communities to offer affordable and dignified funeral services. We're able to offer services from at-need to pre-need funeral plans and monuments. Michael Swanson or I can answer any questions you might have about your concerns. Stop by at 607 Norris Avenue in McCook or call 345-3000. Herman Jones Funeral Chapel, a legacy of compassionate care and service.
No matter the outcome of the game, this high five is brought to you by York and Party Electric Heating and Cooling, your local York dealer in McCook. Total comfort in your home or business is always a touchdown. Whether it's blazing heat in the summer or bone-chilling cold in the winter, Party Electric offers your family or business the best electrical, heating, and cooling products and HVAC services. Party Electric Heating and Cooling, proud to be your local York dealer in McCook. Give them a call at 345-1660. Find them on Facebook.
Big third down for the Bison defense right here. 3rd and 10, Gothenburg at the Bison 18. Winding down this third quarter, 27 seconds left. Gothenburg had to burn their first time out of the half. Swedes, trips right. Kane the wide out to the left. Stevens shotgun set in 3rd and 10. 3-step drop, looking left, end zone. Knocked away at the last second. Super play in the end zone by Brett Fraker. Got it away from Cooper Kane and brings up 4th down.
That's great defense. Great defense, and I love the way they're letting him play.
But isolation that time, one-on-one coverage away from everybody else. And 4th and 10, Gothenburg is going to say, heck, this would be a long field goal. This would be a 30-plus yard field goal attempt.
I don't want to jinx or anything, but I mean they did have a 3rd and 20.
Yeah, they did.
That they converted.
Not too long ago.
Obviously a little bit of a compressed field here.
Stevens rolls the pocket out with pressure. Downfield, going to be picked off and dropped, fumbled, but recovered by McCook. Tristan Campbell, nice job down. That should be a pick and a fumble. Good thing Gothenburg didn't get on top of it because it would have been a new series to downs for them. But the Bison get the ball back.
I don't want to. I know that gets us to one of our 2 interceptions.
Right.
Also, if he would have dropped it, we would have had better field position.
That's true, too. Yeah. Yes, knock it down. Well, you always want to pick.
The stat sheet, man. It's on the stat sheet.
Yeah, you can't.
Give the young man his first varsity pick.
Yeah, you don't want to pass him a
Good job, Tristan Campbell.
1st and 10, Bison having their own 13-yard line. One more play of the quarter. Patrick Gross split out wide right. That got Campbell in the slot here near side.
Going to take a shot.
And going to be Hosick. It's going to be the fullback, and that's is that
Fraker.
Nope, that's not Brett. That's Quentin Terry.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, and that's your end of your third quarter. We go to the fourth. We're tied at 14 apiece. What a game. Back to Weiland Field with the fourth quarter next. Bison football kicks 96-1.
Horizon Bank is firmly committed to serving the needs of all of its Nebraska communities. Horizon Bank has been McCook's local community bank since 2009. Whether personal or business banking, small business lending, or volunteering with the community, Horizon Bank is present and willing to help. Visit them at 312 West 1st Street, online at horizonbankne.com, or check them out on Facebook and Twitter to learn about how they are part of this great community. Horizon Bank, building communities, building relationships.
Unexpected injuries and illnesses don't run on schedules. When you or a loved one need a doctor right away, McCook Clinic is ready to help. Our walk-in clinic is always staffed by 1 to 2 dedicated healthcare providers in order to make your visit as quick and convenient as possible while still offering excellent healthcare services. Walk-in clinic hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5, and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. McCook Clinic, conveniently located next to Community Hospital, providing health care for the family.
We go to the fourth quarter, 14-14. Rich Barnett, Kyle Delaveau, Cole Barnett running our camera for this second half. Hey, we thought McCook would come out at after halftime, get on the board first. That wasn't the case. Gothenburg got the lone score of the quarter. Kyle, 14-14, and just a minute ago, the Bison pick it off on 4th down with Gothenburg driving. Now McCook's got to get something going here.
Yeah, great stop, great defensive possession for McCook after it looked like Gothenburg was going to move the ball right down the field. We got to get something churning here.
It's 2nd and 8 for the Bison on the 15. Hosick going to be Brett Fraker. That'll help. 1st and 5.
Love 1st and 5.
Love 1st and 5. You bet.
Take 1st and 5 every possession.
Move it up to the 32-33-yard line. Who will get a chance to be 2-0 going into the week 3 coming up next week. 3 wide look. Hosick. It's going to be Fraker again between the tackles. Nice run. 40-yard line for Brett again.
They had not stopped us between the tackles.
And another first down from McCook. It was the fullback last drive. And now getting Brett Fraker a little bit more involved in this drive right here.
Dom's going to have like 20 tackles at the end of this game.
Pullman and Gross split out wide left here. Got one out to the far side again. Ball far side. Hatch still first and 10 of the Bison at their own 40-yard line. Shotgun set for Jose, quarterback keeper. Trying to lane. Found a little bit of a lane. Spin move and to the 45-yard line.
It's good.
He might be a little dizzy after that, but got 5 yards out of it.
Yeah, it was 6 yards. 5.5.
Hey, 5 yards a crack. Oh, it's going off on the far side.
Mitchell Cole. That's not. Is that a cramp?
I hope it's just a cramp.
I don't like. Yeah, it's a cramp.
Yeah. He's laying on his back, putting those feet up and stretching that baby out.
He didn't play last week, so, it's a hot night tonight, and I'm surprised we haven't seen more of that, to be honest.
Bryson Gullion bringing the play from the Bison coaching staff. One of the wideouts here near side. Ethan Schmidt split out wide right. 2nd and 5, 14-14 ball game. Early 4th quarter. Hosick run it to Fraker, trying to bounce it outside. Drag a tackle or two and picked up maybe a yard. That was about it. Slowed up that time by Evan Johnson.
That was just slow development.
Yeah,
it was. Strange looking.
Yep. And now he is hobbling. Franker's hobbling off the field. We'll see Tristan Campbell come in.
Yeah. Now, I really think that this kid's going to be a difference maker in the long run. Yeah, I mean, he's just that intangible have to win with him is so strong.
It's a big 3rd and 5 of the Bison offense right here. This drive started off pretty nicely. Twin receivers left. Straight eye set. Isolation. Campbell straight ahead. Going to be short of the first down. Got about the 48. It's got to get to about the 50, right at midfield. It's 4th and 2 in your own 48. You want to go for it?
Yes, I do.
Oh, boy.
They're probably not going to.
Boy, a long look. I think, do you go freeze count right here?
We always go freeze
count right here. And try to draw him off. If you're Gothenburg, you got to think.
We already drew him off once this series.
Right, exactly right. On 4th and 2, long count, trying to draw him off. Hosick backs away from center. Oh, and we moved. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, now you know what to do.
Yeah. The guard moved for McCook that time, back him up 5 yards, so now it's going to be 4th down. That worked last week against Cozad once or twice, didn't it?
Once.
Yeah. But like we said last week, they were using it in NFL football this summer, which I loved seeing that.
Yeah. I mean, develop it early.
Yeah. So McCook, that drive was promising. Yeah, after the pick, got from the 13 to the 43, gained 40 yards. Or 30 yards, and that's it. Hosick back to kick at his own 29. Stevens back at his own 10. We're under 9 and clock running. Low snap. And they'll kick it away. Get a ticket bounce. Takes a little bit of a Bison bounce. Out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. That's where Gothenburg will have it.
Would have liked more than that, but...
Yeah. With 2 timeouts and 8:49 on the clock in a 14-14 ball game.
You know what I can't help thinking right now, Rich? All night I've been thinking.
Okay.
No matter how this game goes, because it could go either way. And we felt that way coming in. We're going to see this team twice.
Think so? Playoffs again?
I mean, doesn't it feel like...
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Exactly right. Yeah. Yep. I wouldn't doubt it for a second.
I think that we're where we need to... 3 and 5. We're real close. These two teams are real close.
1st and 10 Gothenburg. Twin receivers right. Go back to split back looks, and they'll run it. Far side. Nice room. Good room. 35-40. Knocked out of bounds about the 42-yard line. That's almost a 15-yard gain that time for Cade Cox.
Where's he been all night? He looked fast.
He gets a carry every now and then it turns out to be pretty big.
Looks like he needs to get a carry like every other play.
Well, Gothenburg, they start one series in one formation, the next series in a different formation, and the next series after that a different formation. So, 1st and 10, they'll spot at the 39-yard line. Bison rushing 3, actually rushing 4. Receivers both sides. They bring in motion, slot receiver motion.
They jumped.
And this hopefully will be a 5-yard penalty against the Gothenburg offense, and it looks like it is.
Yep. Their left guard.
I don't know when the slot receiver moved, if their offensive line moved as well. It'll mark it back to the 34-yard line, 1st and 15. Clock at 8:42 left in the 4th quarter. Fans been treated to a nice one here at Weiland Field tonight.
It's fun, isn't it?
Oh, what a game. What a game. Cooper Kane, the receiver here near side. There's a double slot look again. Stevens under center. On the pitch, Evan Johnson cuts it back in, but nowhere to go. A great play. Gabe Roberts. Yeah, Gabe, no question about it. With a great stick that time. Maybe a half yard at best. Brings up 2nd and 14.
That was perfect. Got the outside contained, turned him back in. The inside linebacker right there with a great stick. Just the way it's supposed to work.
Gothenburg, no sense of urgency, kind of taking their time. 2nd and 14, a turnover for the Bison defense would be huge right here.
Well, we need our second.
Split back look. It's going to be Kate Cox again. Left side, 38, 39, maybe a gain of 3. That's still going to bring up 3rd and about 11.
Everybody's going to be sore tonight.
Yeah. When he's carried the ball, he's got hit pretty good.
Yeah.
So a big 3rd down for the Gothenburg offense, the Bison defense, 3rd and 11. We're under 8 left in the 4th quarter.
Need to get in the backfield. Make him throw make a bad decision.
3-man Bison front. 4 wide, trips right. Stevens will throw, rolls the pocket here right side. Still looking pressure. He's going to be high, caught 45, midfield. And he got the 1st down, I think.
No way. Gosh, I don't like that spot.
Tristan Campbell just depleted him that time out of the marker, and he got the 1st down. Man, a little jumped it off crossing route, and they get the 1st down.
They've had their play calling in their, like I talked about earlier in the first half, their route running is really crisp. They got some good play calling. And
well, here's one in the 8-man rakes. Highline is up on North Platte St. Pat's, 32-21 the 3rd quarter.
Wow.
Highlight's got things there. Riker Evans is a heck of a player, and they've got a good all-around team this year. 1st and 10 at midfield. Gothenburg nowhere to go. Johnson went nowhere. It's going to be no gain or a loss. Maybe I've won that time. As Beckett got that time.
Man, our defensive line would not be stopped. They just were in there before. I mean, I don't think anybody got blocked on that, Rich.
6:41 and clock running here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 10 at midfield. Will we have our first overtime game of the year?
I hope not.
I hope not either.
I hope we win it in regulation.
Twin receivers both sides, 4 wide look. Stevens will throw out in the flat. This play went big last time. Johnson out 45.
Good job, Aiden Meyer.
Yeah, Aiden drove out of bounds. He picked up 5, but it could have went a lot more. This will bring up 3rd and 5. Oh, we got a late flag?
I don't know what happened.
Near the Bison bench.
I thought it looked like they were kind of tied up and that like they were having trouble getting up, but it's going to be obviously a personal foul. It's who knows where it's going to go on us, I'm assuming. Yep.
Wow.
We did not need that.
No, that would have been 3rd and 5. Now a new set of downs.
They're moving the ball just fine without any additional help from us.
After the penalty, march it down to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, that's huge. It's a backbreaker after a great defensive play on a tough, play like you said that went for big yards. Just the previous.
And we defended pretty well that time.
Yep.
1st and 10. Gothenburg knocking on the door at the Bison 30-yard line. 4 wide look. Stevens screen near side completes. Bison, not too bad of a job. Gave up a few yards. That was about it. Ethan Schmidt, after the catch that time from Braden Anderson for Gothenburg, picked up a couple of yards, but not
just like 5.
Bring up 2nd and 5.
Great open field tackle by Ethan Schmidt.
Clock running, under 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Timeouts. McCook's got all 3. Gothenburg's got 2.
Gothenburg has a fat playbook. they run a lot of looks.
They really, really do. 4 wide look again. Stevens, shotgun set on 2nd and 5. Inside give, going outside. First down 20, down to the 15, down to about the 10-yard line. Big play, 16-yard run to give the Swedes. This might almost be a 1st and goal situation.
I think it is.
Evan Johnson.
1st and goal from the 9.
No, that was Cade Cox again. Sorry, 33 instead of 6.
And here comes Dom.
1st and goal from about the 10 or a little inside the 10. They cannot get a first down without scoring. And they'll go wishbone set. Nope, they'll go to split backs. I'm sorry. Twin receivers to the right. Stevens. Dom will get the carry. Met spins and picks up maybe a yard or 2.
Jackson and Jackson.
And a gain of short gain brings up 2nd down. Here's where you need a turnover, Kyle, in the biggest way.
Yep. Or just get a stop.
Yep.
I mean, they got to get points here, right? I mean, they're not going to go 4 downs under 5 minutes.
Stevens back shotgun, 2nd and 8, 3-4 wide look again. High snap, gonna run it up between the tackles. Got a late flag coming in. That's gonna be huge. You bet. That'll be 10 yards, and he got about the 5-yard line, but that flag came flying in from the white hats, and that'll back about 10 yards.
Unless we got a hand on a face mask, but I think it was holding, Rich.
Yep, we got it. Yep, holding against the offense. That'll stop the clock for just a little bit.
You didn't answer my question.
I didn't? What was that?
I mean, they can't go without points here, right? Like, they can't go on 4th down again.
I wouldn't think so. They try kicking. They got to try if it's reasonable range. But now they're back at the 16-yard line.
Yep.
So if you don't get anything, you're still kicking. It's still 30+. But they got 2 downs to get back into it. 2nd and 16. Trips left. Cooper Kane to the right. Stevens will roll the pocket. He's got some pressure. Heaves it downfield. Gonna be. It's incomplete.
Tristan Campbell, great coverage on that play, Rich.
Way downfield. Also on the coverage was I'm trying to. Is that Pullman playing in secondary as well?
Yeah.
Miles in there as well with some good size and brings up 3rd and 16 with 4:15 left.
I'll tell you what, Rich. Love that play call for us. Stops the clock.
Yep.
And they get nothing.
We save some timeouts. What will Coach Hankey dial up on 3rd and 16 at the 16-yard line?
I think he's thinking 4 downs. I don't think he likes his kicking game.
It's got to be in the end zone. Get half of it now and half of it in 4th down, I guess, the other half. Stevens will throw, looking right. Pass going to be over the head of Kane. Schmidt on the coverage, but went over the head of the receiver.
Oh, Stevens got smoked.
Who got him that time?
I don't know.
Slow getting up. It's 4th and 16 for the Swedes with 4:09 left at the Bison 16-yard line.
They're going to go for it.
Wow.
And Stevens is hurt.
Don't be surprised maybe Gothenburg burns a timeout right here just to give him, because he's trying to shake the cobwebs out a little bit and get his air back. I think they're going to wait and milk this down. It's down to 5-4, and they're going to burn a timeout here and give him a little bit more time. 4th and 16 for the Swedes. Timeout, Swedes. Back to Weiland Field here next. Bison football kicks 96-1.
Hot Tub Brokers, experience a better backyard. Hot Tub Brokers.
Hot Tub Brokers in McCook is a proud sponsor of Bison Sports. They invite you to stop in and see all the new hot tubs and make your yard into a vacation destination. Financing available. Also a large selection of chemicals and accessories at Hot Tub Brokers in McCook.
Hot Tub Brokers, experience a better backyard. Hot Tub Brokers, experience a better
Rich and Kyle back here at Weiland Field. Went to break a little too soon, that one, Kyle, because a delay of game call.
Oh, they called timeout now.
Yeah, come on. Either you did or you didn't. I mean, if the White have, he's the one that threw the flag.
Right.
Come on. So they're going to give him the timeout.
Are you set up for the kick now?
They're going to kick it. It's a long field. I mean, you're back at the 21. That'd be a 36-yard field goal attempt. And they're going to go for it. Stevens apparently is okay. Dom's in the backfield. Double slot look, 2 wideouts, both sides. 4th and 21. Stevens to throw. Looking downfield. Going to be knocked down or caught. Touchdown. Wow, I thought it was knocked down. Man, I thought it was knocked down, Kyle, that time, and Cooper Kane got up in the end zone. The pass looked like it was going to be short. I thought we knocked it down, but he got the pass, and it would be a touchdown pass.
Wow.
21 yards. Wow. To Kane from Stevens. Can you believe that?
No, I cannot believe that.
I thought for sure we had it knocked down, but not the case.
Let's get this kick now.
Kane on for the extra point. Snap's good. Boy, he
got it.
Boy, he just still not did. I know they didn't want to kick now. It's 20-14. Gothenburg by 6. Kickoff is coming up shortly. Bison football, KICX.
Breland Funeral Home and Monuments proudly serves Southwest Nebraska and Northwest Kansas through traditional funeral service, on-site cremation, pre-needs, and monuments. Stop by today and let our staff assist you. Carpenter Breland Funeral Home and Monuments, 305 West C Street in McCook.
If our award-winning lineup of vehicles wasn't enough, here's one more reason to choose Wagner Toyota. With every new purchase, you also get Toyota Care. For the first 2 years or 25,000 miles, we will cover oil changes, tire rotations, and multi-point inspections. Plus, 24-hour roadside assistance with lockout protection, flat tire changes, jump starts, towing, and more. Choose Wagner Toyota in downtown McCook, the dealer that makes the difference.
You're gonna save when you buy a car from us today.
Richard Kyle back here at Weiland Field as Gothenburg scores on a 4th and 21 from Trey Stevens to Cooper Kane. The extra point is missed. So, 4:03, plenty of time, Kyle. 3 timeouts. Bison offense has got to get in gear and score, hit an extra point, and win it.
Yeah, typically you'd say plenty of time, but our offense, we just haven't, we haven't got it out of the garage yet tonight, Rich. But there's no better time than the present, right?
Exactly right.
This Gothenburg team's a good team. I mean, we knew coming into tonight it was going to be a tough game, and it's fantastic. Beautiful night, hard fought, great game.
A return right here for the Bison would really help out a lot.
But it'd give Gothenburg the ball back. But I'd take it.
Well, or some kind of return, something. 4:03 left in this fourth quarter. 20-14. Score update brought to you by MMB Bank. Returnable, far side bobble. Tristan Campbell comes out with it. Ball is loose. And did we get back on top? We did.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Looked like Campbell was going to pick up pretty clean on the run that time, but not the case. And now McCook's got the ball at their own 22-yard line with 3:58 and 3 timeouts.
I think that bounced off his face mask.
Yeah. Took a funny hop, and now McCook's got to get the offense going.
We got that single fullback look out there.
Which was very successful, but you need some big plays sometime. And Quentin Terry on the first down call for not much, maybe a couple of yards, but Gothenburg's all for this because just keep everything in front of him and let the clock run. A gain of 2, we'll call it 2nd and 8 to the 22-yard line. Swedes once again rallied from a 14-7 halftime deficit, have held the Bison scoreless in the second half and lead at 20-14. Shotgun set for Hosick. 2 receivers near side. Canyon rolls a pocket out. Still looking. Can have the run. Running out of real estate. Picked up some yardage. Got out of bounds. Stopped the clock. Brings up, I'm going to guess, a 3rd and 5 right here.
3rd and, 7?
A little bit farther. I thought he got a little bit more upfield, but not the case.
No, I thought it was more like 3rd and 3. I thought you weren't being very generous, and then I saw the real spot, and I'm like, wow.
Just over the 25-yard line, 3rd and 6. Bison come by Pullman. Gross split out wide right. Got Trips far side. The Ethan Schmidt in the slot. Shotgun set for Hosick. Rolls it out. Still looking. Some pressure. He's running for his life. Going to be sacked back at the 22-yard line. We had 3 red shirts downfield about midfield, and just he tried to look and try to get some space to run to get a throw. When he couldn't do it, it's going to be 4th and a bunch. And
yeah, I mean, I think that, realistically, we're going to have to just get the ball out early. I don't think they help Canyon when they call those pass plays when you got guys 25 yards downfield.
Hosick will kick this thing, punt it away. They got 3 times. They got to use their timeouts. Hopefully get a turnover. Bobbled it on the punt. Gets it right back, end over end kick. And Stevens grabs it and takes a knee at about the 39-yard line. So Gothenburg has great field position at their own 39-yard line. 2:27 left, and the Bison must get some stops right here defensively. Next week, McCook on their way to Broken Bow. The Bow Indians.
Got shellacked last week.
Yes. Well, they played a pretty good team, Boone Central.
Yeah,
pretty good. Playing the number 1 team in C1.
48 nothing.
Yeah, something like that.
49 nothing.
Yeah, what a way to. Like, who scheduled this game for game 1?
Yeah.
Who's that athletic director of a Broken Bow?
Who is that guy?
Picking on Coach Ellis up there. Wishbone set. You got to think Gothenburg just wants to run this thing out right here. Between the tackles. Moving the chains. 45. Evan Johnson for close to the first down and a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Why do we take a timeout there, Rich?
They want to stop the clock, but on 2nd and 1, yeah.
I mean, wait. You got to assume they're going to get the first down, and then you have a whole. I don't know. I'm not a coach.
Quick break. We're back to Wyland Field coming up here shortly. Kicks 96-1.
Community Hospital welcomes athletic trainer Evan DeCook to its sports medicine team. He provides services to McCook Community College and McCook High School, covering games, assisting athletes with rehab and recovering, and providing early injury recognition and evaluation. DeCook holds a Master of Athletic Training degree from the University of Nebraska at Kearney, is board certified and state licensed. Keeping you healthy on the field and off. We're your community hospital. Advanced care, always there.
Back at Wyland Field, it's 2:18 on the clock. Bison trail it 20-14 here late 4th quarter. 2:18 on the clock. Bison burn their first time out of the half. 2 left. Stevens double slot look. 2 wideouts. 1 sit back. And Stevens is going to go straight ahead and going to get the first down. A new set of downs just across midfield.
Yeah, saw that coming.
They'll stop the clock as they move the chains. And then they'll wind it as soon as they get the chains set.
Now we gotta get a stop here.
And the clock is winding. We're at 2 minutes left in this 4th quarter. And Gothenburg, no sense of urgency. They're going to take their time. Still got 10 seconds on the clock. Need a fumble, something right here. Wishbone set. Stevens, nowhere to go.
Nice.
And Braden Anderson that time. Excuse me. Bison will burn their 2nd timeout. 2nd and looks like 2nd and 10 when we come back. Minute 42 left. Bison trailing by 6. Bison football kicks 96-1.
Getting a little hot under the collar? Well, under your roof, Veteran Heating and Air and American Standard want to keep you cool as a cucumber this summer. Call Veteran HVAC 737-5292 and ask about the great deals on new American Standard AC units. Or maybe your current system needs a little work? Call Veteran HVAC and ask about service calls and service plans. Veteran Heating and Air and American Standard, helping you keep your cool. Call today 737-5292 or visit veteranhvac.com.
Rich and Kyle and Cole back here at Weiland Field. It's minute 42. Kyle and Bison have one timeout left to stop this clock.
I really wish they had that timeout back.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you'd be down another 28 seconds on the clock, but you get the stop here, get the timeout, and then force them to do something on third down. We get the ball back just under a minute.
Hopefully. You got to get a stop first. 2nd and 10. Back to the wishbone set. Stevens. It's going to be 45-yard line. Once again, Braden Anderson again. A gain of about 4 in the play. 3, we'll call it. 3rd and 6.
And get a stop here. That
Evan Johnson, sorry, it was 6 instead of 3 that time. Final timeout taken for the Bison right here. A minute 36 left, 20-14. Quick break. We're back to Wineland Field here next. Bison football kicks 96-1.
You can't snap your fingers and change those old appliances to new ones, but you can go to your headquarters for the newest and best appliances, D&S Hardware in McCook. Their prices are pretty snappy too. Find great deals on quality Maytag appliances. Right now, get 0% interest on Maytag appliances for 12 months on purchases over $399. Plus, they service what they sell. Out with the old and in with the new. From D&S Hardware on the corner of West 8th and C in McCook.
1:36 in the clock here, fourth quarter, 20-14 Gothenburg. Again, they've shut out the Bison in the second half. McCook got a 14-7 lead going to halftime locker room. Was hoping to get some more points on the board. Opening drive of the third quarter didn't happen, and McCook's had a couple of drives. They've got some yards, but it's come to a halt every time, and Gothenburg with a couple of scores here, and it's 20-14. Big 3rd and 6 to try to get the ball back. Stevens, little counter, misdirection this time.
Nicely played.
And not a lot on Johnson on the carry.
We needed that to go for not a lot, because I feel like if it was 4th and 3, 4th and 2, they just go for it.
Yeah.
And I'm not so sure they won't go for it here.
That's David Hansen, I do believe, on the stop that time.
It was.
So it's 4th and about 5. 4th and a short 5.
They're going to go for it.
They fail it. You punt it right here. And you pin them at the 5 or 10 yard line. You got to go 90 yards in a minute.
Yeah. I don't know. That's silly to me. If they go, but
they're going to milk this thing down and take the timeout. Yeah. Then they don't. Unlike last time when they had to delay a game and they gave them the timeout.
Yeah, that was advantageous for them.
Tomorrow morning, we're live from St. Ruth's Bakery at the Beer Rock Cafe. Coach's Coffee Club will recap this game. Coach Petrosky will be down tomorrow morning. Recap this game, preview the Broken Bow game, and the rest of the week in high school and college sports. Coming up tomorrow morning, St. Ruth's Bakery and the Beer Rock Cafe. You know, you could come down and visit it with us on Saturday morning. You're allowed to do that. We welcome you down there.
Who are you talking to?
You.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, but there's donuts there.
Donuts, cup of coffee,
that's like a landmine.
Yeah. You bet. Come on down. So the timeout, Bison go huddle up. Gothenburg, still don't know if they're going to punt. They're going to punt. Are they? They're going to punt, yeah.
I mean, I think if I were them, I would line up kind of in a pistol look and then Pooch punt it. I mean, he is their punter.
Right, exactly.
But, I mean, they're lined up. And Tristan is back for, I like Tristan to take this to the house.
Punt block would be great. Stevens bringing a little pressure. And it's going to be Campbell at about the 10-yard line. Trying to go outside. And gets out of one wave of tackles and down to about maybe to 11. I'm just kind of guessing. 39 seconds left. So 39 seconds to go. 85, 90 yards right here.
What's our 85 yards? Oh, there's a flag, of course. Probably on us. Probably a personal foul. By the way it looks.
How big was that personal foul?
It was huge.
Yeah, on that.
It's humongous.
Yeah.
Block in the back on the Bison.
It was a block in the back against McCook.
I could just tell by the way that they were,
This will be half the distance. And McCook now will have to go about 95 yards for the...
This McCook team is a good football team. It's rated 3rd in the state. Gothenburg is 5. We're not a good enough football team to shoot ourselves in the foot.
Right. So you got to air it out here. Nothing to lose.
And I don't think that you can wait 10 seconds to, you got to.
Hosick steps up in the pocket, cross it around, going to be complete. Tristan Campbell, 25. Tristan about the. They got to hurry because they don't have any. They got no timeouts, but they'll stop the clock, move the chains. You can always ground it to stop the clock.
Clock it.
And now Gothenburg.
Yeah, they ran the clock, and Gothenburg's running people off. Yeah. And the coach is on the field.
Yeah. So what happens? Do you get charged a timeout there? Because McCook has no timeouts. So Gothenburg will be given a timeout.
I don't know, but the clock needs to go back to 32.
Exactly right. Exactly right. Quick break. Back to Wyland Field coming up shortly. Kicks 96.1.
Hi, this is Danny with Tobias Dental Care. Have you been told that you need a root canal or an extraction and that you'll have to go out of town to have it done? Dr. Tobias has been doing these procedures for over 25 years, and he may be able to save you from the inconvenience of having to travel out of town. Call us today at 345-1510 or stop by and make an appointment at 411 West 5th Street in McCook. And remember, at Tobias Dental Care, we make it easy for you to smile.
Back at Wyland Field, Gothenburg was handed a timeout, so neither team has a timeout left. McCook with a nice pass play to the 24-yard line. The pass from Hosick to Tristan Campbell. We need about 2 more of those. As Hosick shotgun set, got receivers, got twins the far side, and one in the near side. Well, the corners are really backing up here, trying to keep everything in front of them. 30. They did put 32 on the clock. They did put more time. Hosick steps up. You can't run. We'll try to get it to bounds. Stiff arm, and did he stand? They kept him in bounds. 20 seconds left.
Tristan Campbell was pretty open on that play.
As Hosick up line of scrimmage, he'll clock it right here with 10 seconds left to bring up third down. So maybe one more play. Have they practiced the hook and ladder play on a long pass play, on a catch, and then you pitch it with a guy going by?
I don't know. I liked some of our guys getting open on those crossing routes.
Yeah.
Those guys are fast guys. I like Tristan Campbell's field speed against anybody here.
Twin receivers right. Campbell to the left as Hosick on 3rd and 8. Crossing around, going to be caught by Miles Pullman. I think he was down. Yeah, he was down, but he doesn't reach the marker, and
I think it's incomplete.
They called it complete, and they'll wind the clock, and they ground it. They should.
That was 4th down.
That was 4th down. That was. Final score of this one from Wyland Field. Gothenburg on the road. The big second half outscored McCook in this one. 13-0 in the second half. They win it 20-14. Now Wagner Chevy postgame is coming up shortly on Kicks 96.1.
Community involvement has always been important to us. One way we show that is by supporting our local schools. Whether it's cheering them on from the stands or taking part in community programs, you'll always find MNB rooting for the home team. Good luck to all the area student athletes this sports season. Your fans at MNB are behind you all the way. MNB Bank, member FDIC.
MNB, there is a difference. MNB.
Tiffany Motors on East Beach Street in McCook is your authorized dealer for Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep,